Hello, Space Engineers. Who do we have in the chat tonight for another new update? The time has come. Welcome, guys, and welcome, Marek, to the stream as well. How you doing, Marek?
Hello, Joel, and hello, everyone.
The chat is going wild. And actually, Marek, I have right here, I don't think you can see via Zoom, but I'm actually holding the SE rifle right now. We'll have a closer look at this in a second, but let me put that down. Here we are on another update stream. So, hold on a second. Let's have a look. You guys can hear all right? Good. Now, Marek louder. Okay, Marek's boosted to the max on my end. So Marek, how's it been working up to this new release? Obviously, it's in the title, of course. Warfare 1, Field Engineer. So how's the last kind of couple of months, and well, actually more than that, developing this, and how's it been for you? Hold on. I'll boot. Oh. Okay. So Marek's having some issue right now, actually, on his end. Shall I tell the stream, Marek? Shall I explain? So Marek's... okay, wait a few minutes. All right. Marek's having some issues on his end of the stream. There is some drilling going on, I think, at his location. So it's very loud noises suddenly out of nowhere. So he's just messaging in the chat now in Zoom saying that it's like some really loud drilling at the location. So it's probably gonna be quite deafening for you guys. Literally just as we start today's stream. So Marek, what we can do is we can either wait a little second here for you, or if you want, we can roll the trailer, because I believe that something is already updated, right? It's up to you if you think it will end soon.
Yeah. Let's do it now.
Okay, great. Yeah, a bit different than usual then, guys. But without further ado, here is the next update and DLC for Space Engineers. Here we are.
Don't stop, keep moving. Let's see some hustle. They're trying to flank us. Marek, Natiq, Xocliw, move it now. Go now.
By the order of space engineers, you have conquered the universe. And with your own hands, you have defined a new age, forged a new path. Now it's time to defend all that you are, all that you have become. Are you with me? This is your moment. Prove yourself. I look on you and I see courage. I see determination. I see grit. You do not stand alone and you will not fight alone. Your squad stands with you. Today there will be no retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender.
And there we go, guys. There it is. Warfare 1 Field Engineer. Now released on Steam. I believe also Xbox. And the store page should also be live for that very shortly as well. So, fantastic. And Marek, how are we looking on the drilling situation now? We still got some drilling over there?
Drilling situation is quiet.
Okay, just some random drilling at the start of the stream. So that was a little different to usual today's release stream, but that's all right. We'll make it work. So let me actually get up here. Here we go. Oh, let me get up that. Yeah, we are. Should be full screen. Okay, and here we are. So yeah, we'll start that again then, Marek. So. How has it been then, kind of working on new weapons and the warfare element of Space Engineers? Because obviously this is something that many players have wanted for a long time. So how's it been for you kind of working on this update and following the progress and so on?
It was very good because actually when we were planning Space Engineers 7 or 8 years ago, we were using all the engineering stuff basically as let's say building blocks for a fighting game, and then in the end it ended up like a like engineering, pure engineering game, which was also like one of the possibilities that we could see. But now we are getting closer to the full warfare cycle, or like closing the loop. So that was good for me. And also, basically, like shooting games are my favorite, genre. Like either on PC or VR, anywhere I go, basically, I like shooting games. So that's also it's very close to me, basically, this kind of genre. And sorry, because we are starting.
Oh, the drilling starting again. Okay, well, while the drilling continues, I just want to say the main thing about warfare, because obviously I know I see lots of questions already, and we have a couple of guests tonight, or multiple actually. We're going to have, after Marek, we're going to have Sander, who was kind of in charge of organizing and managing this update. Then we'll have Natiq talking about the art side of the update. And finally, we'll have Kianata answering all your questions, because I'm sure you have very many of them. But the one thing that I really want to say here about warfare before we get started is the fact that warfare in Space Engineers, it's far too big to cover in just one update. We want to cover everything from the engineer, building, to ship combat. That is why 2021 is the year of war. So that's kind of it should be a pretty to give you an idea, guys, of like the process about this. Is why we try to make sure this update was named for the right expectations, so to speak. And so we'll just see here. I'll wait for Marek's actually. Hold on. Yeah, Marek is. Okay, good. Is it how's the situation there now? I've got some other things lined up if the drilling's still happening. Some freezing there as well. Marek's got some bad connection now as well. Maybe they're drilling the internet lines there. I'm seeing red on Marek's. This is one thing you can never think. Something that says it's hard to plan for. But okay then. While Marek is stuck in an infinite loop there, let me come across here and show you guys something really cool, which is actually on the topic of weapons here. Hold on, where has it gone? So, let's check this out here. Marek is, I think, fully gone now. And before we get into this update a bit more. Here it is. So, this was a really, really cool 3D printed replica. This is a non-functional, I should state, non-functional replica of the SE automatic rifle here. So you can guys have a little look at that. There we go. So it's really cool though. It's really cool to hold this, in my hand, and after playing with it and shooting many spiders and many walls over the years, as well as some players as well. But it's absolutely fantastic here. So I wish this, actually, we were talking about it on the last stream, and people were saying, if this could be some mass produced or something. But it's really, really nicely made, and when you hold it in your hands, you really see all the details, all the kind of all the markings as well. But it's absolutely fantastic here. So there it is. We'll get this on a little bit. Oh, Marek's rejoining here, maybe. Let's see. Can't hear him. Okay. Marek, make it happen. Sell them. We need them. So yeah. Let me turn around as well so you guys see the other side. There we go. There's the other side as well. So you see you got the kind of round thing. Ooh, round thing here. Yeah. So there it is. Okay, we still have no Marek, unless Marek's audio. Erin, can you hear Marek? Is it just me? No Marek? Okay. That's a shame. Yeah, it seems like Marek's having some technical issues today. So we'll give him a second here. I can start to go over the update a little bit and wait for him to... Oh, he's coming back in here. Hold on, I've got to admit him. Let's see. 1 second. Ah, Marek, I hear you again. There we go. Let's have a look. Welcome back.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, see you. All very good. I think we can probably go ahead now. So, We just, Marek, while you were disconnected, I was showing the gun in kind of a bigger screen so people could see it in some more detail. But I say, absolutely fantastic creation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the guns. The pistol is coming back to Space Engineers after we showed it maybe 5 years ago, Joel, together on one of the streams where we were showing the VR game, the kind of like the experimental Space Engineers VR, if you remember.
Yeah,
I mean, you remember.
Yeah, the pistol was, people have wanted a pistol in Space Engineers for a long time, and yeah, we teased the pistol a long time ago, so it's great that we've got it in there as well with reload animations as well. So there's been a lot of changes to combat. There's kind of been a first-person overhaul. There's like there's recoil now. There's better spread and stuff. There's all, we'll go over it in detail here, but there's many many changes made to that first-person combat. So one of the things is the fact that this is the 8th update, isn't it, Marek? This is the 8th update after moving, kind of the major update since moving out of early access. So it's
8th update for PC and 2nd for Xbox. And basically it's, I think, 2 years or 2 and something years since we released the game on early access.
Yeah, it's
doing very nice.
And it's really nice as well that, you know, we were able to release, like the last update, release both at the same time for PC and Xbox. So PC and Xbox players can jump right in together. And actually, one of the coolest things that's in this update is the Uranium Heist scenario. So we've created this really fun, objective-based, with a little bit of engineering as well, kind of shoots a scenario in Space Engineers, and we'll be playing it on stream a little later, and hopefully along with some of the members of the team and the community as well here. So that was the next thing. I think maybe Marek, something about the fact that, you know, that COVID's still around, but how the team is, you know, how's the team still getting on with the kind of situation with the ongoing COVID and stuff? Did it cause any delays, or is everything been good?
I think everything is being good, and that the remote work has basically no impact on the performance of the team, or, you know, let's say the creativity and the ideas. And so this is good, and it also helps us to start hiring people around the world, which is something that I always wanted. So I think the COVID didn't have any negative impacts on us, except, you know, maybe people being like really wanting to have the COVID ended and being able to meet with other people and like back to normal. But other than that, I think from the work perspective, I think the COVID hasn't impacted what we do. So that is good.
Definitely, and it's really great that we can expand the team, you know, beyond, you know, beyond just the Czech Republic or Europe, and we can really have anyone anywhere now. So definitely encouraging you guys to. You know, if you're looking for a job and, you know, you're in the industry, please do send in your details. And yeah, we've got plenty of opportunities still out there. So it'd be great to expand the team even further. Yeah,
we're still hiring new people and want to grow Keen, you know, so if there is anybody who wants to join Keen and work on Space Engineers or, you know, some engineering titles, feel free to check our website, and, you know, there are many career options, and it's remote friendly, so you can work from any place in the world. Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually just going to get the game. I'm going to get the game up in a second here, Marek. So I can join in with some of the keen people. And how was it for you actually playing? How did you find the new mechanics, the new reloading, the new scenario that the guys have created? How was it for you playing that? Coming from someone who's been a big FPS fan.
Yeah, I liked it, and I like, my personal favorite is the rocket launcher, because whenever I test Space Engineers, it's always that I just start destroying stuff. You know? And so, like, before the rocket launcher, the like handheld rocket launcher, I would sit into a small ship and start doing like blowing up the red ship in the red ship scenario, and also the asteroid and all these things, and also the, you know, these solar panels that are there, because they are like, easy to break and just so good. And so now I could do it with the rocket launcher, and I enjoyed it. So it passed the test. That I was happy with that. So that is good. I also enjoy playing the Uranium Heist with the team when we were playtesting the game, and overall I like the new mechanics. The reloading and also the changes in the aiming, or where the bullets actually hit the target. We changed that a little bit, and of course there are many of these combat improvements. So I liked all of that, and also I like the new blocks that we have in this upgrade in the DLC that look really spectacular.
Yeah, no, and go. So Carol.
Yeah, and this is not the last Warfare update, so I'm looking for the next one, and hopefully it will be soon, but we'll get closer to finishing the circle and having, full Warfare in Space Engineers.
Definitely. It's definitely, it's, I know people are still talking a lot about other weapons in the game, ship weapons. So again, as the kind of the name, the Warfare 1, hints at, we definitely have lots more things that we want to do with warfare and combat in Space Engineers. So we are getting started, guys, and I hope you really enjoy the new content. I think you've covered haven't you, Marek, that Warfare 2 is at this point a given. So stay tuned indeed. Let's have a look. Let's see. Okay. Was there anything else today, Marek, that you'd like to discuss or talk to the community? Maybe any more hints for the future? I'm not sure.
Maybe I will not give any hints.
Okay.
It's just that I'm really enthusiastic about working on all these things with the team, and things are really well with the team, and there's a very good team. We are doing a lot of things, and there are a lot of things that I cannot talk about that we are preparing, and huge things. And I will feel more happy, when the day will come and I will be able to speak about these things, because now it seems like that, some of the things that I'm excited, like today's update, I can talk about, but then there is this huge pile of things that I cannot talk about, and you know what I mean. It's kind of strange. So I'm really looking forward to when I will be able to speak about these other things. And but anyway, this update is really very nice. I like all the work that the team has done. I like the trailer. This time we tried it from different angle. I really like it, like the colors in the trailer, which is funny because there are colors that are not my natural type of colors, but I like them in the composition as they are. So I like the trailer, I like the new sounds, I like the the models and everything. So that is good. And yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to someday in the future where I will be able to speak also about all the other things.
Definitely. And no, the trailer was really... How did you guys find the trailer today? The trailer wasn't made by me today. Ladislav, big shout out to Ladislav, who made this update DLC trailer. Very, very dynamic stuff. It was really, really interesting to see a different approach. So yeah, big shout out to Ladislav for the trailer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Fantastic. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also big shouts to everyone else who work on this team. For example,
Definitely.
Sander, who will be here on the stream in a couple of minutes. He's our designer for this update, and there are many other people, level designers, artists, the guys from Natiq's team, QA team, who are testing the game, and also the programmers. And I think I forgot about somebody, but let's say I'm really happy or glad to everybody who worked on this update, and it was a really good job.
Definitely, a lot of people are needed to make this whole thing come together. But big shout out to the whole team who made made this new update. So yeah, big shout out to the guys. Woo! And they're already hard at work on the next stuff. And as soon as we can share that, we will. So, anything else, Marek, today you'd like to discuss on the stream?
That's all. I will leave my place to to somebody else.
Fantastic.
And to other topics that you can discuss with the community.
Okay, thank you so much, Marek. We're going to go, if you guys haven't checked out, check out Marek's blog. All of the information, all of the changes and features of this update are all nicely explained on Marek's blog, so definitely check that out. And thank you so much, Marek. We'll see you for the next one. And the other thing, Marek, as well, we've been doing recently community streams every Thursday, and we love to have you on a Thursday, kind of in a more laid-back, chill manner to kind of just discuss yourself and some of the things you're working on personally. And yeah, we would love to have you on at some point.
Yeah, I would love that. So, like the community, please send your questions, now to the chat or to other channels in the coming days. I'm quite sure that Erin and Joel will collect, all these questions, and then I will prepare for the discussion, and then we can have some real-time discussion on one of these streams with Joel. And yeah, this weekly streams is also a new idea, and I like it. I think it's good, and there will be also some sales associated with it. So, for example, like people will be able to get some of our specific packages on the day of the stream available on our Space Engineers website for 24 hours. So that's another thing that people can look forward to.
Definitely, we're going to start kind of doing these flash sales on Thursdays on kind of this traditional Patchmas day. So definitely stay tuned to those streams on Thursdays for more information on that. There we are. Thank you so much, Marek, and I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on how everyone's finding the update. And yeah, we'll speak to you soon, mate. Thanks so much. Bye. And let's have a look here. And I'm gonna. All right, guys. So, next up, we are going to introduce Sander to the stream. And Sander, hold on, let me just get him up here. I'm going to try and get into the. I'm trying to get into the scenario at the moment, but the problem is the scenario is filled up. So let's see. A second. Sander, hello. We can see you. Can we hear you?
Ah, hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Great.
I believe this is your first stream, right?
Yes, it is. Well, the first stream with you guys, at least, that is. Yeah.
Cool. So you were overseeing this update and all the features and all that good stuff. So do you want to kind of give an intro to how did you find and what was your approach to kind of designing this update?
Right. So for this update, like we knew it was going to be focused on infantry combat only from the start because, of course, like as Marek already hinted, like the ship combat is going to be something for the future, and we'll probably talk about that, but not right now anyway. This is about infantry combat, and so from the start we wanted to do overhaul the existing weapons, because right now, like in the older versions of the game, you could aim and you can zoom in a little bit, but it didn't really do anything for you, right? So first of all, we introduced the recoil system. So if you shoot, your aim's actually going up and all that stuff. We introduced the weapon reloading. We got new guns in there, of course. So most of the stuff was to really improve the foot combat in this game. And we also, of course, built the scenario around that, as you will see if you watch the stream, I believe. Are you actually in the scenario? No, you're not.
Not yet. I was trying to get into the world, but it's full because the guys are playing on a server. But I was hoping to join them, but I can't get in right now, I don't think. So I'm just in a single-player world, showing off some of the weapons. We can talk about some of the weapons. I think if the guys are playing, we'll try and jump in a second, I guess. But we can talk about some of the recoil stuff and how there's how you went through all the weapons and the weapon mechanics.
Yeah, so the original guns in Space Engineers are all pretty similar. They do a little bit more damage or shoot a little bit faster or slower, but that's about the only difference between them all. So to really give you a bit more interesting gunplay with them, we decided to change not just the rate of fire and damage mechanics of these guns, but also switch them from being full automatic, semi-automatic, and shooting in burst fire modes. So right now, the existing rifles have been completely reworked.
Yeah.
We have one, like the base rifle, the sort of the standard assault rifle you had has now been made into like a battle rifle that is a semi-automatic rifle, has a 20-round magazine, but it's actually quite powerful bullets, so it does reasonable good damage. Yeah, that's the one you have right there. So, the other guns, like the precision rifle, we still went with like this precision type idea. I mean, I don't want to call it a sniper rifle because it's not a sniper rifle. Let's be very clear about that. It's a semi-automatic, I guess, like battle rifle as well. But it has been tweaked like so that if you headshot with it, like you can one-shot kill people with it.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool feature with it of it as well. The full auto gun, the rapid fire rifle, has been toned down a little bit to not be so rapid anymore, but the magazine has been greatly increased. So it's a 50-round magazine now instead of like the original 30, even though there was no reloading, so it didn't really matter what magazine size you already had, of course. But it is now like a more support kind of weapon that you use to, lay suppressive fire or maybe take down targets with it, although like armored targets, although of course there's now a better weapon for that, that's the rocket launcher. And then we also have the elite rifle, the sort of special ops kind of gun. It has a 3-round burst trigger, so you do 3-round shots with it, and it's been tweaked so that if you're good with it, you can basically with one burst kill somebody, because you need 2 headshots and a body shot, I believe, to kill somebody. But if you manage to hit them all, like just from one burst, you will kill people with it. So that's actually, it's really.
And you renamed them too, didn't you?
Well balanced.
You renamed them as well. So the MR20, MR50A, MR30E, and that was I missed one, I think.
To give them a little bit more flavor, because the original gun's just called like rapid fire rifle or precision rifle, which like nobody calls their gun like that. I mean, that's kind of like a little cool name to it, right? So
I can showcase some of the different fire modes here actually with the rifle. So if I have this is the standard rifle here, guys. So if I click my mouse, it's one shot. There's no continuous fire. So I have to, every mouse click is another shot, right? It's no automatic. And then
you will notice the recoil as well from all these guns. That they feel very different between every one.
Yep. And then on 5 we have the precise one in one shot, but more accurate. And 6. Oh, this is fun. Let me just if I replace this wall here, I'm just showing this how the spread change. I should probably put a heavy armor here, but all right. So
that might make a difference.
So if I just hold this down now, this is the rapid fire one, you'll see you have to kind of do some recoil, some control there actually. You can't just fire. And of course the little icons you can see at the bottom, we now have, reloading in the game, which was a big deal. It's something that people have wanted forever. So that's now there. But let me quickly show the final one here. This is the elite one, and it's my favorite because I love this burst. So if I just with one mouse click, it's switch back to the standard one. Oh, that's the rocket launcher. So that was the kind of, that was going over the existing rifles and making them more interesting and actually function slightly different there. So then we come on to the pistols. So we have 3 pistols. We have the S10, the S20A, and the S10E. So what was the thought process with the pistols?
So originally we were going to have one pistol, but then when we designed it, we were like, well, we might as well add a couple more because they're not really, we have the different rifles and they are quite similar, but they have their unique little feel to them. So we got 2 extra pistols beside like the basic, sort of self-defense gun that you would, spawn with or whatever. So we have the full auto pistol. I love it. sort of like designed after like the Glock 18. C, I believe it's called, the full automatic Glock pistol. So when you're shooting, it's like brap, and you instantly like dump your whole magazine, but it will kill people. Like I think you can kill 3 people with like a single mag if you manage to hit all of your bullets right. That's unlikely to happen just because the recoil is quite high of it, of course. But it does make for like a really cool, you know, up and close and personal sort of gun, especially when you're like in like some sort of ship, like on a ship, like some boarding action or something. You have like these super tight corridors, or you know, with the new passages that we're probably gonna get into. This type of gun is really cool for like super close up and personal sort of shooting.
Yeah.
And then we have the S10E, which is it's like the sort of upgraded version of the basic pistol. It's something, you know, you would like as a high ranking officer, you would have this cool, you know, pistol with gold engraving and also a nice red dot on it, so you can actually aim properly with it. And it is slightly higher damage and accuracy than the base pistol, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on the stats just on top of my head right now, but there's slight variations between like the elite version and the basic version.
You notice the mag size. I've got the full auto. Let's have a full auto burst here with the full auto one. I'm kind of controlling. I'm kind of aiming down to control the recoil a bit here.
Oh yeah, it will change. If you actually aim with the sights, the recoil should decrease as well.
Okay.
So there's differences between that as well. If you stand still, like actually if you crouch,
okay,
and if you aim, that's when like the recoil is at the lowest. If you're running, that's when the recoil, and don't aim, that's like when the recoil is super high. So you can sort of you know, control your shot by just standing still or crouching. It should be much more controllable that way.
Definitely.
When you're zoomed in.
I didn't actually know that. I didn't know that crouching was actually reducing recoil. That's really cool. I learned something new today, guys.
Yep. There's crouching, walking, running, standing still, and also in jetpack, of course. There's also jetpack has totally different recoil things. That was actually one of the interesting things about designing this, because not many games do like actual, you know, shooting mechanics in a game with jetpacks, right? And jetpacks that are like complete 6 degrees of freedom as well. So when you're now shooting, you will notice that your whole body will sort of rotate backwards a little bit.
Let's have a look
just
here.
on the recoil forces.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's subtle. Let me try with this one instead. Oh yeah, with the rapid fire one, you can.
Yep. So you can even like. Just in case you run out of hydrogen, but you have some ammo left, you know, you could theoretically like shoot yourself back to your ship or something.
I mean, I guess your dampeners are working there to make sure you don't go too crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, hold on.
yeah,
If you turn off your
for sure.
dampeners, what happens if you turn off your dampeners? And now I'm wondering here. Hold on.
I believe
Oh, wait.
you will. It won't like complete like
Oh,
continue.
because that could. Okay, yeah, you could have gone a bit
Yeah,
crazy there about dampeners.
Yeah, no, we did have that at some point. It was kind of funny, but it's too much. So we
Okay.
had to sort of tweak that a bit.
Okay, all right,
But,
all right.
yeah, I think it's pretty good right now. So,
Okay, join. Okay, hold on. I've been told to join the. Let me try and join the scenario. Thank you, Aragath. All right, Roger, because I couldn't
cool,
join
yeah.
earlier. Let me see if I can get into the world here. Hold on. Come on, let me see if I can find for Aragath. Let me just try and join. Come on. Try and join off my Steam friend list. Hold on. This is good. Because you guys want the new scenario is amazing here, so I'll be really hoping I can get in here. All right, there we go. Is that working? I just tried to join off Aragath. Join. Why isn't it working? It's not working. Wait, nope. Okay, I'll try and find it in the menu again. Okay, let's try it again. We probably should have finished with the rocket launcher first, because you guys want to see the rocket launcher, right?
yeah, that's gonna be better if you show that on your own server instead of joining the scenario. I mean, there are rocket launchers in the scenario, but you'll probably just get killed before you find it. At least from my experience. There's some people within the company that are really good at shooting people.
Yeah.
I have to say, I guess I'm like somewhere in like the middle. I'm not the worst, I'm not the best. But,
Okay, let's see.
I mean, you know, our main programmer guy, he's been playing Quake since he was 3 years old, and he's like, you know, he's getting there. So.
I wanted to see if is that gonna refresh it? It is, isn't it? No, it's not. You got what? Aragath, can you message me what server you're on again, just to confirm I'm not going crazy here? Because I looked for the one you said earlier, it never came up, so I'm just wondering.
Is it the is it the crossplay server? It might be.
I know. I checked the crossplayer. There was nothing there, so I'm not sure if it's on EOS or on Steam. You're okay, but is that on Steam, Aragath?
Like I'm trying to see what you're doing through.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like more
lagging, like 5 seconds behind. I don't really know what's going on.
One of the questions was, Sander, what can you tell us about the thoughts regarding the balance of the weapons? Like, so balancing the weapons, you know, against small ships, against large grids. So how did you approach the balancing there?
Right. So we initially wanted to do basically reduce bullet damage, like from handheld weapons against grids, so ships like large grids and small grid ships, by quite a lot, because with the new rocket launcher weapon, we should be able to use that to take out like other craft and stuff. But we have to like make it backwards compatible as well, right? So if you have like some scenario that you downloaded from the workshop, that's a really cool scenario, or even our own scenarios for that matter, in some way, we have to maintain that compatibility with that scenario. So if you have a scenario where you need to kill like 10 drones or whatever, and you only get like your rifle, well, then you still need to be able to do the job with that. So we had to maintain some sort of damage against grids, but the damage has been lowered quite a bit actually. And I should have maybe prepared for this and actually got like the complete like spreadsheet with all the weapon damage. I don't have it here right now. But the pistols basically do pretty much no damage at all against grids. The rifles do reduce damage compared to what it was before against grids, but they're not like entirely useless against armor blocks. And then of course the rocket launcher is your primary armor killing weapon. And also we have sort of designed the weapons so that they are all viable in different situations, right? So there's no one weapon that is just outright better than the rest, like it was before. The elite rifle was just miles ahead of all the other rifles. Like there was no point in ever using anything other than the elite rifle in terms of damage and accuracy and that stuff. So we designed it so that every weapon has some sort of use case, be it because they are just easy to shoot, or because they do like more damage but like are harder to shoot, so they have like an advantage or a drawback. And so every weapon should have a viable situation, and it just kind of depends on like what position you're in. And some weapons are better like in more general situations, some weapons are better in like specific situations, but they all have their uses.
There was a lot of thought went into it actually to try and get all this to come together there. Sorry guys, I'm just multitasking a bit here. I'm trying to get into the server and I'm refreshing constantly, but the fool is the mistake was of course saying what server you guys are on, because probably everyone's trying to join the same server now, right? It's 12 players, but I'll keep refreshing here, waiting for a slot. I'll just read out here, so we can maybe talk about the Uranium Heist. So I'll read out the description here. Join the fight against 2 other teams and be the first to repair your escape pod and obtain the most uranium within the time limit. Gather resources and expand your arsenal as you defend your territory. Construct defenses and protect your uranium carrier. Carrying uranium will slow your speed considerably, so you and your team will have to work together when escorting the precious cargo back to base. Multiple objectives and potential paths to victory means that no 2 games are ever the same. Is your team up to the challenge? Lock and load when bullets fly. A little radiation will be the least of your worries. There you go. So, where was the decision about making? So, what you guys, I think, quite early on, realized you wanted to make a scenario with some new features that actually showcase the first-person combat. So then you came up with, the Uranium Heist. So, what can you tell us about Uranium Heist, Sander? As I try to get in here.
It's a 3-team, what do you call it? 3-team PvP scenario, and it's kind of a King of the Hill type gameplay combined with Capture the Flag and a bit of Space Engineers. So we have 3 teams, just red, green, and blue team. That's what the names are, or red, green, and blue faction. Actually, that's what the names are. But if I just like talk you through actually the gameplay of it, you spawn, then you run outside, you grab a gun. Of course, you start with like your pistol, but there's like guns spread around, quite similar to maybe more traditional shooter games, you have to repair your escape pod by finding the materials to do that and dumping them in the assembler to create like your components. So you need your construction components and some thruster components and a bunch of other stuff to repair this escape pod. This escape pod is the receptacle for the uranium that is spawns like in the middle of the map. So you run up there with your teammates. You should probably like come up with some sort of strategy. Like one guy should like find all the components required to repair the thing, and maybe two people should try to get the uranium together so one guy can protect the other when there's fighting going on, and maybe a fourth guy, depending on how big your team is, of course, and how many people are in the server. Maybe a fourth guy should repair other elements across the map. So there's like doors,
elevators,
elevators, exactly, yeah, and also like a jump pad type thing that you can repair to quickly get across the map. And it's really it's a matter of teamwork and working together to repair the stuff and get the uranium back into your base. And of course, also just shoot everybody that is hostile to you.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important part, actually.
What's really cool about it, though, is that it's got this, and it's not just shooting, right? It's got some kind of engineering in there as well. It's got some of the other mechanics. It's got the welding, and it's really interesting because, you know, I've played some matches where no one bothers to, you know, weld the lifts up and so on. And then other matches, you know, one match, I remember I was just like, I was camping in a tower with a rocket launcher. It was just, I was shooting every time someone got onto the uranium. I'm trying to show it off here because it'd be really better to show, but I don't know if I can get in because all the servers are full. I might have to show it in single player, but that's not going to be very good. So one thing is that, and then another match, I was like, okay, I'm just going to be like the engineer. And I barely shot anyone, and I was just running around the map, collecting resources and welding up the doors, welding up the lifts, and actually trying to give my team an advantage. I mean, it can also work as both. Oh, I can join.
Ooh,
Look, maybe.
Exciting.
No, it didn't work. Oh, I tried to join via this. No! Someone left, and I couldn't.
Servers are full.
I know, it's a nightmare here.
I know.
There's the passion to. I should have joined before the stream, I guess, but. Well, the thing is, join via Steam isn't working. So I'm seeing someone in the server on my friends list, and I click join game, and it just doesn't work. So, and it's not coming up on my list either. So I might have to somehow show it in single player or host it locally, I guess, because I don't know how to get it otherwise. Yeah, I'll just host locally.
You can do it like locally, and then you can sort of walk you through it a little bit. But it's not as fun, of course, just playing it.
Okay. It's not as fun as playing with 12 people. No, okay.
For sure.
But you guys want to see this thing, so I'm going to make it up here. Here we go. We should have put we should have put a password server up probably, just for because some of the developers are like pretty impressive, right? Some of the developers are really good at this game now. So I've opened up to my friends for now, because that should be a lot of developers as well. So if you're on my friends list, feel free to join. There might be enough people from within, you know, CDG or friends or whatever. So we'll just try and get. I don't want to open up complete. Oh, hello. You're right there, Sander. You've gone all green. Your screen's gone very green, Sander.
What?
Your camera is like glitched out or something.
What? But what the hell? In Zoom, it's still normal.
That's what for Zoom for me. It's green as well.
Okay, I will switch it off and on again.
Yeah, try that.
I'm not sure if that's like a Zoom glitch or like.
It's still not working for. I still don't see. Hold on, let me try something else. Yeah, Zoom has been. We've had quite a bit of unluck today with. Oh, that's some weird. I think it's like the HDMI's dodgy. You know, I think you need to like replug the HDMI. But it's normal. I
have to say, this HDMI cable is a bit wonky.
Radioactive. Look, Sander's been playing too much Uranium Heist. He's hit critical.
It looks to be normal on my end now. Can you let me know how it looks for you?
I tell you what. Rejoin Zoom.
Okay, I will. I will be.
Maybe it's my Zoom. Maybe I have to restart my Zoom.
I don't know. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Aaron's looking all right. So here you guys see the objectives, and we'll get in here. Who have I got playing? Hey, that's pretty good. So we have 3 factions. We've got some brand new features that make this work, okay? So we've got kind of all this built in and player names. Oh, player names above the characters here as well, you'll see in a bit. So I'm on, what team am I on? I'm on red, so I need to make sure that I'm red. So ideally, guys, make sure your colors are red, but you'll have these name tags if you're an ally, right? So JD Hawks is on my team, he's in the green. And enemy, regardless blue or green, John's in the red. So we have these new name tags that are separate from normal name tags. Oh, Sander, hold on. But they let people see who's who. Okay. Right, that's better. Oh, no, it was fine for a second, then went green again.
What? But it's so weird. Like, it's fine on my end, so it has to be somehow... I have no idea.
Let's see. I don't know, Sander, unfortunately. This is very strange. If you guys see what I'm dealing with right now with Zoom, Sander's still green. Yeah, I guess I can restart my Zoom. Aaron said it wasn't that, but I can try it. Okay. What we got in here now? 7 people? Any more? Well, it's alright. We're filling up the parties while we're getting ready here. So.
Oh, your server is going on. You're multitasking all over the place.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to multitask here. Hold on.
I will maybe just. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you can carry on. Yeah, you can carry on. You can carry on. Maybe we can just leave it audio only for this, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. So what have we talked about? We talked about the rifles, the pistols. Right. One more cool thing is not just like the new rifles and pistols and like the actual recoil mechanics and the reloading of all those guns, but we now also have like feedback when you hit something or hit somebody. You will get like little crosses near your crosshair, quite similar to how many other games do it, that indicate if you hit like a friendly target, an enemy target, a grid, that sort of stuff. So that's actually really useful to be able to see that you get some confirmation that you hit somebody. I believe if you kill somebody, it will show you a red crosshair, and if you like make a headshot, it will show you a different color crosshair as well. And we also have the like in the opposite direction, when you get hit, when you are taking fire from somebody else, you will get like a little red indicator.
Yeah, where they're at.
Where you roughly where the direction is, like where it came from. So I think that's like really useful to actually help you like figure out like what's actually happening around you.
We'll see and hopefully here we can probably start this now. We've got, if you get 9 people, that'll be 3 on each team. I've got 3 on. Oh, hold on, we lost someone again.
You can start with like a few people. I think it's mostly fine. And you will see in the scenario as well that the other players should have green or red names above their head if you look at them, so you can differentiate between friend or foe much easier. This is something we kind of added relatively late in development in this scenario specifically, because it was quite hard to actually differentiate between friend and foe. So we added a bunch of medical rooms so you could change your suit color to be something a bit more to what your team looks like. You can make a green suit or a red suit or whatever. But of course, then you immediately get people abusing that system and becoming imposters and showing themselves as looking as if they're on your team, but of course they're not. And then they will sneak up to you and shoot you. So we kind of brute force it in a way and just like put names above people's head, because then there's never any confusion. And of course, we don't want to restrict people's ability to show off their awesome dressing.
It stops because we had the problem early on that there were some imposters, wasn't there? Everyone had the same color name, and people were pretending to be on red team. So even if you can be on the Aghaev's on my team, but let's see. So we're just trying to get. I'm just trying to get a couple more people in, guys. It's the more people, the more the merrier. Normally, let's see.
Mm-hmm. So I will just continue going over blog post items then while you.
Please do, Sander. Yeah. Just check the Zoom a second, Sander. I forgot. Let's see.
Oh, it should. Oh no.
Yeah, because
it should do that. You can ask Aragath in game. You should be able to help with all this.
I'm just wondering because Aragath, how does the scenario start in single player? Because I've only played it on dedicated server until this point, so I'm just curious.
I think you should be able to start through the admin menu.
For the admin menu? Yeah, I'm not sure because I've never actually hosted it before. This is why I'm curious how to. I thought it might be automatic.
I think it should automatically start as well, but I'm not sure what the countdown timer of it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like the default countdown. I think it was like a minute. Or no, it only does it after reaching a minimal amount of players, I believe.
Probably,
so
I assume like 9, right?
Manually force it, but I.
We got the command, right?
Yeah. Right, so anyway, I hope you can figure that out. I'm sorry, I'm not much help with that.
There's so much to show. As always, there's so much to show. We've also got like the passage blocks. We've got some really nice decorative blocks as well.
We've not even gotten like halfway through the free stuff yet. So we've mostly talked about the guns, right? Let's continue with the actual blocks and new.
There it is.
New other content in the game. So we've added, besides the new guns, we've added the target dummy, and that's something for you to actually practice shooting your guns on. But the target dummy is actually, I think, one of the cooler things added to the game in recent time. What it does, or what it allows you to do, is shoot off its arms and head, and just destroy the target dummy in general. And that required a bunch of new tech that wasn't in the game before. So that's actually really cool that that has been made to work. But what's even cooler is that you can use the target dummy to set up actions. So if you shoot off like an arm, you can, maybe do like a hit counter or something. You can program something to say like, hey, you hit it once or twice or a million times, or get like a score system. Or maybe you just want to move the target dummy by putting it on a piston, and whenever you hit it, the piston will reverse direction. In that sense, you can set up actions quite similar to how you do with timer blocks or with with button panels. So it's actually really cool. There's some interactivity to this block itself, and it's part of the free content update. Then we have new passage blocks, which have been requested by a lot of people. There is, in the free section, we have 2 passage blocks. The one sort of updated, modern-looking regular passage, like we had in the regular, like in the game before, the simple passage block. But we also have the wall passage version, which is like half a passage block, so you can build larger hallways that have like some really cool texture detail and stuff on the sides and in the top.
I'm actually going to show these on stream a second here because it's best to visualize. So we haven't shown them on in game yet, guys, but let me show you the GIFs of them here.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just bring this up real quick, going over all the features. There's so much to cover, actually. Let's see. Because the combat mechanics are a whole thing on its own. A lot of work went into that, but of course we do have the beautiful art. We're going to be joined by Natiq in a second as well to go through that art. Let me just get this up. So, yeah, just quickly going over Marek's blog. You can see this, guys. Definitely check this out. This has everything on here. So, just going over the infantry combat overhaul. We've got the friendly hostile indicators, hit indicators, damage indicators have all been there now. We have the new weapon, the recoil, the muzzle climb, reloading, and the existing weapon rebalance. Ammo rework as well. The new magazines, different magazines for each one. The name changes. I'm getting down here to where we were at with the new DLC stuff. So this is the new pistols and the rifle changes and the rocket launchers, which we haven't actually used yet that much. And here we have the Uranium Heist. So this was the one block you're talking about, is the target dummy block. And people saw this in the teaser and weren't quite sure what exactly this was. But it's a really, really nice model. And actually, it's got some really cool functions where you can shoot off the arms and then it will reload once you've actually taken it out completely there. So if you see in the GIF, and there it pops back up again. So it's perfect. And you can put these on hinges, rotors, anything, and have them actually kind of like a whole moving like kind of target range. It's really, really cool, actually. So definitely check that out. And this is all also part of the free update there. So you were just talking about the passage blocks, weren't you? There's 2 new passage blocks. So they're the passage blocks.
Yeah, they're awesome. They look amazing, and at least I think so. But I think Natiq will talk about this more. And actually, by the way, you just touched on it. The ammo update, of course, as well. I kind of forgot about that because there's just so much stuff.
Yeah.
But, we now have every gun has its own ammo because we had to do that because otherwise it just doesn't really make any sense. Like you can't put pistol ammo in a rifle, and it's also kind of weird that you would put like your marksmanship, like your marksman high-end ammo in like your basic rifle. That it's kind of weird, and also mostly just for technical reasons we had to do that to make some sort of sense. But that also means that we now have a new category in assemblers that is called consumables, and there you can find your ammunition and also other consumable items. So that should help a little bit with like, especially if you have like mods that introduce more stuff to the game, it will help make things like a bit easier to find as well. So that's like just a small quality of life update that's just, you know, kind of flew under the radar because it's not even mentioned in the blog post, but it is a nice little feature for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's see. I think that that was most of like the free stuff.
Yeah, so this is all the free stuff here, all the new weapons. Because I know there was concerns, of course, that weapons would be paid or something like this. So no, all of this is all a part of the free update. The new weapons, the kind of overhaul of the weapons, as well as the scenario, the target dummy block, and the new passage blocks here are all part of the free scenario, free update. Now we come on to the the optional Field Engineer pack, which is obviously on Steam already and on Xbox. We can get a link in the chat for that as well. And we come on to the first one here, which is the fire cover block.
Yep, it's a cool cover block. It's basically a reskin of the existing cover wall in the game, but it's just something that brings it up to like this nice, cool-looking thing, and it works really well. It looks nice. It's like a cool-looking thing. I'm sure Natiq has a lot more to say about that than I do. So I think it's a great little feature, great little thing we have there. And then the half window blocks, they kind of match up with this fire cover wall, and so you can now make a window that is not just massive, but actually have like a relatively small window in still like a flat surface space, or like how do you say that? It's not as thick as like the previous windows that were added with the the Wasteland DLC. These ones are a bit more, sleeker and smaller. You can make some other designs with this, and I think they look really cool. And then, of course, we have the weapon rack that comes in both the small block and small grid and large grid version, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. So you can use that to, store your weapons on your, I don't know, if you make like some cool APC type vehicle or whatever, you have your weapon storage there, or for whatever military needs you want to use it.
It goes in really nicely with the rest of the lockers. If we just hold on, we'll continue going for the DLCs in a second. I'm just going to show a little bit of gameplay here, Sander, from the Uranium Heist, because I'm in now and we're playing.
Cool.
Was that friendly? No, it wasn't friendly. I've actually got Uranium right now, so I forgot. So I jumped across and I needed to transport my Uranium back to the base here. So here I spawn in. There's 3 teams, red, green, and blue, and there's a couple of tasks. We got an assembler here, and we have to either collect resources to repair you can see at the very top, we got to repair the escape pods. So we got to repair some thrusters here and fill that up. And at the same time, we have to collect uranium from the center of the map, which comes up on a piston, and transfer that back. But when you can't run when you have uranium, you're kind of slowed. So you have to kind of either be very careful, or you have to get actually assistance from your team to cover you back here. So let me show a bit here. If I run off down the side, and feel free, Sander, to comment on this as I'm running around here. We'll come back to the rest of the blocks here. So I just picked up some new weapon on the pads. I found myself actually the elite pistol, the S10E, that sight.
You're getting shot at, dude.
I'm getting wrecked right now. I'm getting really wrecked right now.
Yeah, actually, I'm not. I don't actually see what you're doing. Like the stream is lagging 5 seconds or so.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. I can't really live comment, so I just have to sort of.
All right, there we go. Headshot. Headshot on Nuke Guard. Oh, hello. And you guys had a lot of fun with this. There's seen quite a lot of iterations, both to the level design and the balance here. I think everyone's trying to kill me. I feel like it. Right, I got the MR8P, which is the precise. So far the greens are doing the best. Actually, greens have got.
If you press the 2 button, you will use a medkit and you will heal up a bit.
A good point. Yeah, I've got the medkit there.
That's useful.
So I can pick up some more ammo.
You spawn with one medkit, I believe, but you can find more around the level as well.
So the uranium spawns in the middle on the uranium piston, and then around the map we have these other areas that spawn raw resources that we can then take back to our base to make components to repair the lifts here. So this has already been repaired, it looks like. Here we go. So Aragath has already repaired this lift via this timer block, and we can now get an advantage by the fact we can quickly get back to our base via the lift there, and we can jump back. I can come in here, run up to the assembler and put in the stuff I just picked up here. So now I can put in the iron. They've produced some interior plates. And what do I need to make the ladder? Because I think you just need, it's just small steel tubes, right? Yeah. They're already making some small steel tubes. So I can come in here, I can grab some small steel tubes. Let me grab a couple of these. And then I can run back, and I'm gonna go find myself a rocket launcher. Let's see if I can do it here. Right, yeah. I see someone. How is that? Hold on.
You gotta get to one of the towers in the middle.
You know where I'm going, but I don't expect a lot.
There's also. Have you found the elite rifle yet on this map? Because it's slightly hidden. Like you have to kind of know where it is.
So what was that? Sorry.
Have you found the elite rifle yet?
No, I haven't found the elite rifle. I've never found that one.
So it's like you know the tower where the precision rifle is,
I need to do some more damage.
MR8P. And it's like behind that tower. You can go down. There's a ladder.
Oh.
You can just jump down there, and there you find the.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. How do I get back up? Here. Yeah. Okay. Burst fire. Let's go. I see. Is that an enemy? Yeah. Hold on. Got him. Right. It's time to weld this ladder up and get myself a rocket launcher. Let's go.
People will hate you. But at least we
Someone's coming, quick.
The amount of we at least reduce the amount of ammo you got with it. That's actually a cool feature as well. So you're supposed to, of course, capture the get the uranium in this map, but the rocket launcher ammo requires a little bit of uranium, I believe, to produce. So if you wanna,
ready?
Yeah. So if you
got him.
You can make a lot of rockets, but then your team's probably still gonna lose.
Hello there. Come peek. I dare you. Come peek. Oh, he got me. Oh, I got one guy with it. So there we are.
Oh.
So it's really fun, guys, and some of the members of the team have got really good. Like I played with them, and I was doing terrible. I got like no kills my first couple rounds. So it's definitely the more you play, it's something you can improve on and find the best tactics. Mm-hmm. And I say when you've got the basic pistol and you're up against someone with like the elite or the precise, you're probably gonna die unless you. Unless you've got backup, because that first pistol was a lot weaker than the others. So.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how we're doing then. So far, no one's actually bothering to weld up their thing. So let me try and do this here.
What team are you on? Nobody's done that. You're red team, right?
I'm red team, and I'm going to start repairing some of this stuff now. So we need construction components, we need thrusters. Okay. Let's see. Oh, actually,
I think Aragath already sort of queued most of the stuff for you.
Okay, so it's already been queued up, so I can come in here and start fixing this up. And you'll see the percentage at the top, guys. All right, so I think we're actually just missing thruster components, then we're good to go.
Yeah, I think you need to find maybe...
We need to find some gold, okay.
Right, yeah. Some of these things are a bit hard to find than others because the spawn is mostly random. Yeah. But you should be able to find it. Just, gotta go around the map.
Green faction are doing very well. So I'll show you guys, this is what you do is you come onto this, you have to fix it up first, and then once you come onto this, you get launched into the middle, drop down to the uranium piston, the piston starts to raise. I'm going to get wrecked now. I know someone's going to come and get me. I've only got the basic pistol. And as soon as it's got to the top, yeah, I can feel someone firing at me. I've got the uranium, so I'm going to bounce back. I'm on the run. I'm bouncing. Now you see this lift hasn't been repaired. It's actually, I've got to repair that. So that lift isn't going to work. So I've got to go the long way, pick some of this up on the way as well. But this lift has been repaired. So we can come in here, thanks to that person. Shots on me. Get up there. I'm hiding. Get him, Aragav. Good job. All right. So, oh, I can't jump that probably, can I, right, though? I doubt I can jump with the uranium. That's your problem.
No, you can jump with uranium, just not very far. You should be able to make that like jump, though. It's if you're.
Oh! I just missed. It was so good. It got me further. So I'm coming up. I need protection, so I need all my red faction to defend me here as I come back with the uranium. It's the fastest I can go. I can't go any faster than this. So you're exposed when you're doing this. This is going to be good. We're going to finally get some more uranium there. But at the current rate, I think green faction will win by default now. There we go. We got one now.
Yeah, then if nobody else has it, yeah, you will win.
But
well, no, actually, they need to. Has green faction repaired their escape pod at all?
Yeah, they say so. So what's okay? Let's have a come in here.
So to win the scenario, you need to have both repaired your escape pod and have the most uranium out of all the factions that have repaired their escape pod. So I think just from looking at your stream, I'm not sure, maybe something changed in the last 10 seconds or so. It looks like green team is far behind in repairing their escape pod. So if red team can manage to repair their escape pod like to 100%, even if you only have one uranium, you will still win the scenario because it is a requirement to repair the escape pod to be able to win.
We just need gold now, actually. We just need gold to win, I think. If you can find some gold, we can get thruster components. So,
well, go look for gold.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Gotta run around.
Oh, there's some. I think I got gold that time, but I healed up. Oh, I got wrecked.
Oh no.
Let's see here. If I get to my body real quick, someone's going for my body. But if I can get to my body, I think I can get the gold still.
It's tricky. Your body despawns after 20 seconds.
I'm gonna get it. Sorry. Not with this gun, I'm not. Not with this gun. I got him. Oh, my body despawned though, of course. Okay. Who would you say is the best member of the team at this game? Who's got the best shot?
Ooh, that's tricky. I'm gonna make people angry if I say the wrong one. I have to get to Peter Baranek. He's a good shot. Well, he's mostly just good at killing me, I think. I'm not sure if he's like the best of the team. Philip is great as well, to be honest. Yep. There's a bunch of kids, especially the programmers in general. I think are the best players.
I got gold. Here we go.
You can do it.
All right.
How long is the match remaining? You've got 2 minutes or so.
There we go. We've completed our pod. We're very down on. Right. So we've actually just got to prevent the green guys from getting enough stuff to fix their pod, right? So so now we will win, even though we have less uranium because we finished our pod. So there we go. Get the greens. Or maybe more. I mean, at this point, I'll probably give up getting 5 more uranium, but still. So oh, you've gone green again. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky to get like 5 more uranium. You just gotta prevent the green team from fixing it. But they're gonna need gold as well. So if you can find the gold and just make sure they don't get it, then you'll be alright.
Let me see if that rocket launcher's respawned. It has. Okay, it's rocket launcher time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's getting me. Come on. Oh, I missed! Come on.
I'm just gonna quickly look at the chat for a second. There's people asking, is it possible to destroy the enemy escape pod?
Got him.
And it is not possible to destroy the enemy escape pod because that would be basically breaking everything. You can just, of course, just run into their spawn and, kill everybody, but yeah. You can't destroy the pod.
All right, I'm very sorry. I'm very into it right now, Sander. We'll let this round play out, and then we'll continue. So this guys gives you a taste of today's update. We've actually got to move on. We're very late behind with because we had some issues today as well. We're trying to get in. So hopefully Natiq is waiting in the wings. I hope you got the link all right. Let me just check this. Hold on. I don't know. Yeah, if Natiq's ready or not. I sent him the link earlier, so it should be good. So match is about to end, but we're going to win this. We're going to win this. It's just based on the fact that the Greens didn't fix their escape pod up. So there we go. What do you guys think then? What do you guys think of Uranium Heist? So you can see there's more stuff to fix up here. There's lots of like incomplete doors, and also let me show the doors as well. So you can use the doors to kind of add some tactical stuff. Here we go. The doors down here can be fixed up as well. They can also assist your enemy as well, of course. 3, 2, 1. And there you go. Red faction is victorious. Yes. There we are. Turn VSync off. That would probably help me there. So really curious to see how you guys get on with this new scenario and have some fun in this, because we've had a lot of fun testing all this. I can definitely say that. So let's just quickly go over the remaining things in the DLC, and then we're going to get Natiq on to talk about the art side of things, okay? Now, sorry for the delay, because I couldn't get into a game until recently, so let's have a look then. And GG's everyone all around.
Well done. Well played.
But the cool thing about this stuff is this also means more stuff for modders and scenario makers, right? The weapons, you know, I know Northy Park's in there. Northy Park's looking forward to redoing all his weapons with reload animations, because of course this means that anyone who makes weapon mods, you know, can now use these features like the reloads and the recoil and all this stuff to make their mods also really cool. And scenario editors can probably take this scenario we've made here, Uranium Heist, and redo it, maybe make it into more of a team deathmatch or whatever, right? So it puts a lot of power into the control of our community as well to make some really cool scenarios. So
yeah, absolutely. I'm actually looking forward to what modders will do with the target dummy, because the tech behind it, if you let your imagination do some work, there's some really cool options you can do with that. And I'm not gonna give you too much advice on what to do, of course, but I can see this becoming quite interesting in the next couple of months. This block specifically, the target dummy, that is.
Yeah, actually, I'm about to do that, but I actually thought I'd show off the target dummy here. There we go. Target dummy, here it is. This is part of the free update, guys. So here's our little target dummy friend. Let's have a look.
If you place it on top of a container with some steel plates in it, it will regenerate itself.
It's in creative mode, so I think it should be fine anyway.
No? Oh yeah, true. Creative mode, it should do.
So here is our target dummy.
Yeah, so it requires steel plates to regenerate the structure of it, like the body and the limbs.
Yeah, so it's not, because I think some people were worried it would be. Let me see if I can drop it down here. It would be some kind of infinite armor hack or something, right? So there it is. So it actually uses a conveyor system on the bottom there as well. So that's something to be forward to think about. So it's not going to be endless. If I shoot the arms, there goes the arms. There we go. A bit very close here. Try to hit the head here. And how does the target dummy mechanics work then? In terms of, does the headshot apply here? There we go.
No, I don't believe the headshot is any different than the body shots. In fact, it is like all these, the things you're hitting are actually blocks. So the damage, the damage the target dummy can take right now is actually really low, because the damage to guns has been lowered to, the block damage has been lowered. So actually the health of the target dummy is relatively low as well.
You saw that I saw I managed to remove the whole thing with 4 shots with the accurate rifle.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. The rifle, especially the precision rifle, is very high damage, just on first shot.
If I come around the back, you guys can see how you can change the regeneration delay here, so you guys have control of that. It can be instant or nearly instant.
Yeah, you can set up actions to the to what happens when you hit something as well. So I'm not sure if you can maybe demonstrate that, or.
Let me see. I mean, I can. Let me put a light down, right? Just put a rotating light down. So you put rotating light down. Hold on. Rotating light off, and then if we do back to target dummy, set up actions, and then do the rotating light, and do toggle on off. So now I think that's set up right. When I shoot this. When I destroy it, sorry. Oh, when I shoot it. When I hit it. Okay, so when I hit it, that's now activated the light, and I hit it again. That's quite cool. There we go. So 1 hit, lights on. 1 hit, lights off. So this can have all kinds of applications as well. You can make some really cool target ranges and all the rest of it with this. So really nice subtle thing there with the target dummy.
Yep.
The possibilities, indeed.
Many possibilities with this.
So we have got.
I'm really looking.
Go on.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just want to say, like, before I head off and Natiq joins us, I just want to say I'm really looking forward to what the players come up with all these new blocks, specifically, of course, the target dummy and the new weapon mechanics. I think it's going to be great. And yeah.
We can quickly just go over the rest of this. We were talking about here. So there's the weapon wrap block, which you were talking about when I was doing the gameplay there, and it's both for small grid and large grid. And this, of course, is something for storing weapons. So here's the large grid. It fits in nice with the. Go on.
Yeah, storing weapons and ammunition as well. Like both ammo and weapons go in there, but not like you can't put steel plates or anything like that. So it's like it's a restricted inventory in that sense.
And we have the more passageway blocks, and these are amazing. I haven't shown them on stream yet because it's been, again, trying to cover all the new weapons and so on. But these blocks are beautiful. You can see in the GIF here, these are new passageway blocks. You can see there's 5 of them there, and they can be used really nicely. And Natiq's got some nice pictures, I know, so we'll go through that in a bit there as well. So that was the more passageway blocks. Okay, so do you want to continue here as well, Sander?
Yeah, sure. Like so the passage blocks, I'm sure Natiq will tell you in depth about these, but these are essentially like, the existing passages. We also have a cross-section passage, so you can make like more sort of corridors that lead into something else. And we have a passage with a light block, so it's shining a light, so you can actually see in the dark. And then we also have the Embrasure Block, which is like a cover wall, but like protects you a little bit more, and it has like a small slit that you can sort of see through, and fire a gun through as well, depending on if the enemy is actually standing in the right position. But it's mostly like to protect you, from enemy firewall, allowing you to see through it. And of course, we have 2 new emotes, Gutted and the finger guns. I think they look absolutely cool. Like, it's just so great, and the assault suit skin, which we sort of inspired by, let's just call it space battle movies.
I think a lot of people, without saying it, I think people got a lot of feelings from this assault skin. So without being said, I think people can probably see where some inspiration came from. But
I think when you have this skin, your accuracy will decrease a little bit as well. I'm not sure if that made it in, but it may. No, I'm just kidding. It has no.
No, that will not be good.
It's a joke.
So probably. Sorry, did you say accuracy would decrease probably if?
Yeah, because the stormtroopers are.
Yeah. So there we go, guys, and there's more here we can talk about. We can probably go over the blog post again in more detail with Erin, but we've got to kind of try and get up to the schedule here. But thank you so much, Sander. That is, both this is the DLC part here and the free update. So lots of stuff you guys to kind of get into, both kind of from a building point of view, but also trying out those new guns and that new scenario. So, any final words, Sander? Thank you so much. It's been really great kind of following this update and the development of it.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working at it, and I love you guys. It's great. Looking forward to see what the community does, and we'll chat again soon, I'm sure.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, man. Actually, you're working here for just a second here, so you can probably wave goodbye. I've got the camera's working now, so there we go. Well, thanks, Sander.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
We'll get you on for a community stream soon.
Yeah, sure. That'll be fun. Cool.
Awesome. Have a good one.
Yep. Bye.
Okay. So guys, we're going to get Natiq in now to talk about the art stuff and go through more of that, and I'll try and show more of the block stuff while we're talking about that as well. Just out of curiosity, who has picked up the Warfare 1 pack already? 07's in the chat if you've already picked it up on Xbox or PC. Right. Natiq! Let's have a look. Can we hear you? We can't hear you. Let's see. Hold on. We see you, though. Hello? I can't hear you. Nope. Still no audio. Erin, am I going crazy here? That's a lot of 07s. That's a lot of 07s. Fantastic, guys. Have I done something wrong? Have I muted Natiq or something? No, I haven't muted Natiq. It's weird. My Zoom has had multiple issues. Oh, I hear you. Oh, hello. I heard something.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Do you hear me, guys?
We hear you now. Fantastic, Natiq. There
great,
you are, man.
Great.
Oh, I got the wrong.
Hello, everyone. So glad to see you guys.
Sorry for the wait, Natiq. We've had from Marek's drilling and kind of unable to get into the world. We are a bit behind schedule here, so hopefully you're able to stick around for a bit.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was quite surprised that it happened to Marek because that's actually something that really often happens to me during any live stream I have. Yeah, so I don't know.
It was ridiculous. He had no issues, and the second the stream started, someone started drilling. It feels like it's too perfect for it to be not a setup, right?
Oh yes. Okay, so let's see what we got. And of course, first of all, guys, I would like to thank all the great team we have for. I think this is a great update, a great DLC, and I really hope you guys will like it. Because we really put a lot of our effort and emotion, like emotionally, because we love this stuff. Like the sci-fi is something that is always very dear to our designer hearts. Let me put it like this. Yeah. So, and actually, I can say that we actually never, well, not never, well. We kind of always were dealing with blocks, like block design. So for most of the DLCs, we were only dealing with blocks, and we were actually quite happy to see that, to know that this time we will be dealing with weapons. That's so cool.
So refreshing, right?
That's so cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me just get this.
So yeah, let's see what we got. I will try to go through briefly, outlining what we were through.
Okay, great. Let me just. I've got the slideshow up here. Let me just get the right one. We're going to start with the. Okay, let's start with this one. I've got the free one first. All right.
Yeah.
So if I bring this up. Okay, hold on. Let me also. Hey, there we go. So the first screen is the end screen, right? Showing both the free part of the update and the premium part. So this is always something that's created to quickly show, what the different things are.
Yeah, that's just an overview of what we got in this update. So on the left part, you will see what you got, what you get in the free update, in the free section, and I think it looks just fantastic. Right, so all the guns, all the weapons, like the rocket launcher, the pistols, and this beautiful target dummy and the passage blocks. I think this is a very good update, like free stuff. And on the right, of course, you can see all the premium stuff, all the premium content. So
if I move on to the next one there, we have the target dummy, which we were just showcasing the functionality of that. Yeah.
So as you can see, we let ourselves really loose. We would just started to we started to do exactly the things we're supposed to do, like as artists. We're because we like sci-fi, and this dummy is all about sci-fi. It's all about this sci-fi suit design. And suit design is something that we always very excited about. This is type of job that we really like to, because it has a really wide opportunities to think about particular details about particular features. How would you approach some certain details and parts of it? So of course this is not a suit actually, but it kind of has these features that any suit, spacesuit, sci-fi suit can have.
I'm showing the two states here, kind of. If I move it from left to right here, you can see.
Yeah.
It's got cool functionality as well. Having the conveyor, so it's not infinite. You have to have steel plates to restore it. It's not like infinitely restoring armor.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. I really like the model. It makes me. I would love to see like either a skin like that or like a robot or something, because with like legs and moving and everything, because it's a really cool design actually, and it looks great in yellow. I think the next one is. Oh no! Let's see. I pressed the wrong one. There we go. Oh. Okay, I need to re-add that re-add the. Apparently, it's only picking some of the. I added all the images, but for some reason, it's only showing some of them. Let me just fix that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that someday we will be doing a suit based on this guy, like this target dummy, because it has a lot of these cool features. It has this power in it. It has this emotion, like, hey, I'm dangerous. So yeah, I think that has a great potential to be converted to a suit character suit with the skin, right?
Okay, I'm getting up here.
Yeah, this is the hero banner showcasing Embrasure blocks and beautiful fire cover blocks. And as you can see, there are lots of.
Wait, are you looking at the same image? Are you looking at the right image, Natiq? Yeah, I think.
Well,
I'm on image 4 now.
I'm not sure.
I'm on the free. I'm on the free. I'm on image 4 now. So it's the one with. You've got some of the new.
I see.
Cool lighting. You've got the new passageway blocks in the background, as well as here as well, and you can kind of see we're in some kind of target range here. So this is a really cool screenshot. Yeah. For some reason, my OBS one is playing up, so I'm not going to view it in Windows one here, but it works. So
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So now you are on 4, right?
Exactly. I'm on 4 now.
So this is this dummy block, target dummy block.
And we're on to 5. This is showing the new. This is all free content here. This is the new passageway blocks, and of course there's a fully kind of a U-shaped one with walls on both sides, and also kind of an L-shaped one, which has just one ceiling and one side panel. So it allows you to create these 2 block wide corridors here, making new options for ship interiors. Yeah,
and as you can see. It has these, hexagonal shapes, octagonal and hexagonal shapes everywhere. Well, because every spaceship has this, has these octagonal and hexagonal shapes, because this is the space design, sci-fi design, and it's all about hexagons and octagons and similar stuff. Well, why? Because the hexagonal shape, not the hexagonal shape, but actually the structure, it's considered to be the most stable structure mechanically, right? So that's why it's used so widely in space and aircraft industry, right? So yeah, we try to maintain this sci-fi feeling in all the blocks. Right, so this is the passage block. If that's the one you're currently looking like,
I'm just looking through. We're on 7 now, but just showing some really nice examples of how you can use these new passageway blocks to completely, brand new interior vibes. It creates whole new different hangar with the kind of emissive stuff as well. It's great to see those emissive features as well in these new blocks. So really cool pictures here. Did you make these, or were these from the combination from the designers as well?
You mean passage blocks?
Yeah, all these images here.
These images were made by Miko.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, Miko. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So designer. Yeah. But yeah, they were. I guess all of them, except a couple of screenshots that were made by me. I mean, I think it's just these hero banners for the free update section and for the DLC update section. I think the rest are done by Miko.
So we're now on 8 and 9 with showing some of the guys aiming down the corridor.
Yeah.
The new weapons, right?
Yes. So rocket launcher and pistol. Yeah, I think they look fantastic.
I love the detail. The detail on these passageways. You just see all the details in the side panels and stuff. I mean, you can mix it up. You can have you can have the emissive part being the roof. You can have this. You can see lots of different orientations here of this block, but it really. makes some really cool interior vibes. I'm really, really excited actually to see how players use this.
Yeah, for sure.
And the next images we have are for the new pistols. So this is some close-ups, the new pistols and their magazines. And maybe we want to talk about, who made these ones then, Natiq?
Yeah, these ones, the pistols were made by Radek. So I'm always praising this guy. He's the guy that was working in Skoda. So that's his design. This is the semi-auto pistol. So and actually we had a lot of fun while designing this guy here. And on the next slide you will see the full auto version, which I like even the
extended mag.
More, with extended magazine. It looks fantastic. It feels so good when you're holding it. So though of course you don't see that much the lower part, unfortunately. But it is there. Just know that it is there.
Can I hide you? There we go, Natiq. If I hide you there for a second, you can see the bottom of that magazine as well.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't know why. Yeah, my normal slideshow thing's not working. No idea. And finally, we have the elite pistol with the kind of gold, the kind of high end. And that red, the kind of holographic sight.
Yeah. So these three pistols were made by Radek. So I think this guy did really good job on that.
Yeah, big shout out to Radek.
Yeah. Shout out to Radek. Good job, man. So pistols are looking really good. And once again, this is just the beginning, guys. We're still working on something more. So definitely we have more for you to show and to play with and to get excited about. So we're just getting started.
Well, as I said earlier, the main thing is, I'll repeat the statement. So down to the point here that warfare is far too big to cover in just one update, and that we want to cover everything from the engineer, building to ship combat. That is why 2021 is the year of war.
Oh,
there we go.
Yes. Got me shivers.
So there's plenty more in the pipeline, but hopefully you guys will enjoy the improved first-person combat experience today. So yes, this is the pistols on the side, and now we've got the rocket launcher. So this is some of the early kind of concepts, right?
Yes. Can you tell me which?
I'm on the first one now, 14A.
Yeah.
It really came a long way from that first concept.
Yeah, that's basically just a rough block out. That's the type of a model without any textures, without any details. It's just the first step, just a rough block out, 3D block out, which we use for just roughly testing the weapon in game, like how it looks from first person, how it looks from third person, how it looks when astronaut is reloading it, right? So it's kind of a dummy, so it's a placeholder thingy, but it just helps us to see how a particular block or particular weapon is looking like, and it's very visible. It becomes very visible. All the minuses and pluses, visual pluses and minuses are becoming very, very visible immediately.
Definitely.
Right. So on this screenshot,
I'm on 14C now, so it's a bit more detail now. You're kind of adding in some of the details.
So 14, right?
14. I'm on 14E. Because they're all 14, or they're all, because it's like 14A, B, C,
14E.
E.
Yeah,
sorry, 14C. 14C, my bad. I'm almost on 14. There's no D, there's 14B and then C. So this is C, this is the engineer holding it. But you can see you kind of circled some areas where I think you're working on adding some detail, right?
Yeah. So on this screenshot, that's just one of the probably
many iterations, right?
Many, let's just name it many. There are probably, not hundreds, of course not, but sometimes we will have really extensive discussions about what should be where, and particularly on this screenshot you can see that I was pointing to our artist that there are too many these hexagonal shapes,
too many of them.
So it would be better to kind of to do something else there, design-wise, so that it's not so too many hexagons, too many sci-fi stuff everywhere. So
I think
on the next slide, I believe you will show the
big
up there. Tell me.
This is 14E, so this is like is not textured yet, but this is is pretty close to the final model, I think, and it's looking really nice now.
Yes. So basically,
this is the advanced one, I think.
So basically, here you can see how it all evolved. So if on the previous screenshots you've seen just the straight lines, like straight diagonal lines, long lines, boring lines, just lines basically. Yeah, exactly. So my one of my wishes was to actually break long boring lines, because that's just basically a main rule of design, to never have just long lines, flat lines or diagonal lines, doesn't matter, without any breaks, without any interesting details that would break the line or any design area with some interesting pattern. Because there should be there's this rule of thirds, or it's also called 70-30 rule, where some area should be like divided to like 70% of it should be having some, like for example, eye rest area, and 30 should have some busy looking areas with wires, like blocks, some detailing, all kinds of cool detailed, really fine looking stuff. And the rest, like 70%, should be like just flat, well, basically literally eye rest areas. So we kind of try to follow these rules here too, and we do it all the time. Actually, we obey these rules. They're very important, design-wise. And this big, I'm always telling it, probably, like we always trying to maintain this rule of always having primary, secondary, and tertiary shapes in all of our designs, right? So there are also certain rules of composition that I'm probably not going to go through all of them, because they're
well, Natiq, we need to get you on one of these community streams. We'll have a stream dedicated just to Natiq, and we can probably go into some more detail about this stuff, because people are very interested in this. I mean, and there's a lot of up and coming artists, and I'm sure that also people who may be thinking about joining Keen or game studios in the future would love to hear some insight from your point of view. So definitely, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are interested in more kind of the technical stuff from that side.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I'm always ready. Yeah, that sounds actually very good to me. Yeah, let's do it.
And the final images in the rocket launchers here, we have them, I believe, in their final glory here. This is the standard one.
Yes. That's the final beautiful stage of the rocket launcher, and I think in the following couple of
the precise one, yeah,
the precise one, and both rocket launchers side by side. Yeah, so you can see that after the base design is done, then we're going completely crazy with stamping decals, and adding all of these nice little touches that breathe life into any sci-fi or like just object.
Someone in the chat says it looks more like a Doom weapon.
Yes. So. Yeah,
these images, I think you can see high res. I'm not sure if we have. Some will be on the store page, but this is the free update, so I'm not sure if these are on there. But I imagine these will be somewhere. We can probably get these somewhere for you guys if you want to see because obviously you're viewing it via a stream here. But these are obviously, these are high. I'm not sure what the resolution is. I think pretty big. This is like 14 megabytes. So I think they're.
Yeah, it should be pretty high resolution, I believe. Yeah.
There we go. I think the earlier ones were more so the in-game one. This is probably from the okay.
Yeah, these ones are from Toolback.
Yeah.
Online, real-time renderer, not online, real-time.
There they are side by side, and I think we have a couple more shots in-game for the free update. Let's have a look. The guys with all the guns.
Yeah, and as you can see, we're just like we're the type of guys that I really love decals, you know. So we try not to overdo it, because if there are too many decals, too many warning signs, you know, like it just might get a little bit boring. And
a tasteful amount, right? You gotta get the amount right. Yeah.
Yeah. And it should be placed in reasonable places. And again, the same rules apply here. You should be like watching for these 70 to 30 rules. You have to obey this primary. What is primary shape? This means bigger shapes than the secondary shape that is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And then the tertiary, the really fine details, and that are done probably via decals or just, you know, in normals, right? So yeah, that's actually a very interesting topic on its own. Yes, and on this screen, if I'm not mistaken,
I'm on 17 now with
17,
the glorious in-action shot, kind of shooting down some ships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really cool shot, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, by the way, great shout out to Nico. I think he does great screenshots.
And I think I reckon this could be on the store page. I don't know. The final one, of course, is this is the banner that you guys will see when you load the game up, and there we go. This was made by Natiq. Yeah. So really cool. This is all the screenshots you saw here. This is all content that is in the free part of the update. All the new weapons, and again, we've gone through some of the stuff, the target dummy, and the new. Just flicking back over these, the new. Passageway blocks as well, so fantastic stuff there. Let's get up the next one, which is the DLC images. Here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's see what we got.
First one we have is, again, like the image in the background here, it's the DLC banner. There's slightly variation on the free one.
Yeah, it has these Embrasure blocks and the fire cover blocks. And on the next slide, you will see the Embrasure.
Aha, the Embrasure blocks, yeah.
Yeah, one also.
Who made this one?
This one was made by Jan Golmit. So Embrasure block, it looks fantastic. And what I like the most, and what was actually the one of the main goals, is to have it looking modular.
Mm-hmm. So they can be kind of like pulled together, right? It's got the handles and stuff. You can kind of imagine it being like pulled into, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like it's not just one solid piece of metal, but it, can.
It looks like it's deployed. It's like folded out. It's got these kind of like pistons. It's got these pistons and stuff inside that looks like it's kind of everything kind of flaps down and folds into it, right?
Yeah.
There's even some small details in
it. So
here.
you can transport it easily, somewhere.
These screenshots are high resolution.
Yes.
You can see on the top. You've kind of got like an ammo shelf and stuff. It doesn't function as a storage thing, but it's got these like small details in here as well. So these images are great.
Yeah.
These will definitely be on the store page, guys. So if you want to see these images, yourself and use them somewhere, these will all be on the store page, I assume, and maybe more. So that's the Embrasure block. Next up, we've got the emotes.
Again, another view of Embrasure block.
Oh yeah. That first, from the backside.
Let me see.
No, you did. I just moved on. I moved on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it just a couple of guys having fun.
With the finger guns and the got hit emote there. So
yeah. I think they're doing this pew pew, and the finger guns. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alrighty. So.
Next is the fire cover blocks, which are it's like a reskin of the I'm blank what they're called. Forgot what they're called now. We have blocks like this. I forgot the name of them. Half cover walls, I think. Half cover walls, I think is the name of them. So it's a slight reskin of these.
So, and which screenshot are you looking at?
I'm on 5 now. I'm on 5.
On 5. Okay.
All the guys behind the cover with the rocket launchers.
Yeah, so there is this straight one and the L shape.
Yeah,
right?
two variations of the cover of the fire cover. Yeah.
Fire cover block, exactly. Yeah.
The next one's really interesting use. This is the half window block. Is it called half window block?
Yeah, half window
block. But you can see how it's combined here to make this kind of like transparent, half semi-trans, semi-transparent walkway here, but ultra thin. So it's an interesting look, and you can also see the new passageway blocks in the distance as well. So the guys did a great job actually showcasing how these new blocks can be put together for some really interesting designs, because it puts a lot new potential here as well. So there we go. There's the half window blocks. I think we've got some. Okay, this is a combination of all kinds of new stuff. We've got the half cover walls.
All kinds of nice and cool looking, passage blocks.
We've got the L shape, the DLC L shape passageway blocks, as well as the new half ones we'll get to in a second here. So I think interiors are about to get a lot more interesting, right? A lot more varied. When combined with a skin system as well, I think we're going to see a lot of new interiors.
And also on the left and right sides, you can see here the new type, the new variation of the passage block. It's this gate passage.
Yep. We're gonna. I think there's a and this block here. So this is showing the new 5-block passageways, which are ultra detailed. So maybe again, shout out to who made these. And you have this. Who made these ones again, Natiq?
It was made again by Radek, our automobile guy. Yeah.
So some Skoda.
Great job. Yeah, Skoda guy.
Yeah, there we go. And there's a gate block. There's a gate block. There's a straight block, the L-shaped block, the light block, and the middle block. I think that's a 4. So you can kind of see how this half block entrance here. You can kind of see how they're combined. They've got the yellow kind of handles there and stuff. Yeah. You've got some more images of these?
These blocks have a lot of details, really. They add a lot visually. We were really happy to see them implemented in game, actually. Yeah, they will definitely add a lot.
And again, another examples of this, a really cool looking kind of hangar airlock looking thing, and you've got the mix of these are the sci-fi interior walls that were in Sparks. You've got the half windows. There's the L-shape interior block. So this is like a totally different looking interior now. The gate of course was a frostbite, but still it's going to be some really cool and new looking ships here. And the next one, another one of that, all in kind of grey there.
So these passages, and especially the one with the light, and the 4-way intersection, like those are like really adding a lot visually. You can build awesome stuff with them, really. Yeah. And especially I like the gate one, This gate, it has so many cool looking details. It really has a lot of details in it,
There we go. Like all these little handles, and it's a lot going on in there.
Stuff, all this spacey stuff,
Moving on. Okay, this is some kind of scene here. This is like the entrance of a similar hangar, and you see some guys are kind of defending in a blue assault here.
Yeah.
Again, really great
the
screenshots.
Guys are really busy. Yeah, guys are busy defending the base. Let me see. Yeah, and another screenshot with fire cover, right?
Yeah, another screenshot.
Actually, the latency is not that bad. Actually, I think we're quite how to say it. I see what you see probably. No, the difference is not that big.
No, it should be a couple of seconds. If you're watching the Twitch, it should be a couple of seconds, especially the same place here. So we've come back to the Sparks of the Future station here. New image of the pistol, and you can go back to the firing range. I guess actually this could be updated. I mean, they've got the. It'd be interesting because it's using the score system. It'd be interesting to see the Sparks of the Future station kind of with the new dummy blocks now. Because back when we made this, we didn't have those target dummy blocks, but it'd be interesting to see that now.
Yeah, and this screenshot actually shows the beautiful assault suit scheme.
Oh, very nice indeed. We touched on it earlier, and I think some people can probably see where some of the inspiration came from. There was. When we first teased it on social media, people got some immediate vibes from the assault skin.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And lastly here, we have the weapon racks for both large grid and small grid here. This is again placed in mix with the new passageway blocks as well.
Yeah. These blocks, both blocks actually, the large grid and the small grid, they were done by Jan Trauschka, our great artist. Well, obviously we don't have any other than great artists, right?
Yeah.
So these ones are done by Jan Trauschka. So great job.
And they fit in nicely with the rest of the locker blocks and the I forgot the other one, and the locker room blocks. Locker room block?
Yes.
The one where you change the arm, I think it's lock. Yeah, so they're all matching the style there, so they can fit in nicely with that.
Yeah.
And here's the small grid version as well. So when you're on your drop ship and you want to run for the gun rack, the small grid variant is also there. So you can have these on the outside or the inside of your drop ship. So also really nice thing to have that on the small grid as well. So that's actually kind of brings us around there for the pictures here from the Warfare 1 Field Engineer pack on Steam. Here we go.
Yeah.
So lots of new potential for visuals, for visual layouts and stuff. It's really going to be exciting to see what players do and build with this. And it will be in the coming days. I'm sure we'll see some great designs and hopefully some amazing screenshots as well. So there we have that. And is there anything else today, Natiq, you'd like to talk about? Anything else you'd like to cover from developing this update?
Well, I think that's all. I just wanted to thank everybody involved. I would like to thank coders, like designers, QA, and of course my team. Guys, I think everybody did just fantastic job on that DLC. And I really hope that we will be showing much more. And again, we're only getting started and more exciting, beautiful stuff to come. Don't forget about that.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Natiq. Yeah, and big shout out to the team's work. Once again, exceptional quality. Really, really nice. It's great how you guys continue to push the quality of the modeling and the text. It's beautiful stuff. It's really, really great. So big shout out to your team. And we look forward to hearing from you again, Natiq, because you always bring the juicy, shiny stuff. I say, even if it's not the next update, we'll try and get you on to a weekly community stream. And maybe we can talk more about, the art. And if anything, we can do some kind of presentation. If you could bring, like you've done in the past, some kind of presentation like this, or even use the last one again, because it's been a while now. It could be really cool to do. And a lot of people could get some interesting insight, to...
I will think about that.
Fantastic. Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. Definitely.
Great.
Thank you so much, Natiq. See you,
you,
man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Now, I need to take a quick bio break here in a second. And actually, it looks like Aghayev has arranged something here. Is that going to be a moving target? I think he has. So let's have a look at this. But let's get Kianata in, because it's question time. We haven't been able to talk to chat much because I've been trying to get through a lot of stuff here. But Kianata has, I assume, has been going through all your questions and will be able to answer some of the biggest issues that you guys have had. So let me get him on here. I just need to make sure I've got the... Let me have a look. I'm going to turn on the... And then... Ta-da! Hey! Can we hear you? Kianata, welcome! You're muted. You're muted.
Hello.
Welcome. There we are.
Right,
how is the scene being behind this? How is the party being behind the scenes?
Good. Honestly, good. We had, explosions and technical difficulties and all kinds of stuff. If you had trouble getting the DLC on the Microsoft Xbox store, everything should be up and running right now. Hit that F5 button, refresh your browser, etc., etc. You should be in good shape. You should be able to go grab that.
Great. I'm actually going to quickly dash off for just a second. I'm going to take a quick break there, but you can just go. I'll leave this this kind of thing in the background too of Aghayev shooting. It's actually really cool, guys. This is actually showcasing the on-hit event, right? So when these target dummies get hit, you can connect it to a function, be it turning on a light or whatever. But Aghayev has it set up here that whenever I hit one of these targets, it obviously activates the piston, it moves. So you can see that here. This one pops up. I haven't got the best. I probably need better, stronger weapon here. But in general, really, really big potential with these target dummies and that on-hit event there. So I'll leave Aragath shooting at this while I take a real quick break here and hand it over to Kinar just to kind of cover some stuff. And we'll be back in just a second.
Awesome, fantastic. My dog Jack has decided to come join me. He might join the stream in a minute. Okay, so all kinds of super awesome, amazing stuff. Remember, if you feel like something wasn't included in the DLC package, or something was included in the DLC package and you felt like it should be free, or something was free, and you know, whatever. If you feel like something isn't where it's supposed to be, it's okay to tell us. Jump on the support portal. Tell us what you think. Tell us why you think. Is it a feature? Is it not? Dive in. We want to talk to you about it, so talk to us about it. Right. We had a couple like random questions about like features people would like to see, and they really were like in the zone of like wish list items. Yeah, exactly. If something's free and you want to pay us for it, you can let us know about that too. Daily dose of common questions: water win, UI update win, NPC engineers win. Awesome. So we got all those out of the way. You can go ahead and head to the support portal. I'll throw up a link for that and just, you know, jump on for that. I must make post. Yeah, please come make post. Post is good. We like post, and we like vote. Vote and post, both good. Awesome. So if you have any general questions, please fire away. Let me have them. Window collisions fixed win. Do you have a ticket? Can you email your ticket to support@keenswh.com and let me know what's up. Let me know what you need fixed, and I can say yes or no or maybe later. Unknown signals. Killer, are you Xbox player? That would make sense. I can talk about other things than turtles. Well, I don't know. Turtles are pretty cool. You could just talk about turtles. Yes, small windows don't have collisions yet. Okay, awesome. That is a perfect thing to email me about, and then I can pass that on. Can we have Kaneda on more? I like that's not nice. That's no. Thank you though. That's super sweet.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Woo! What did I miss?
Well, we've discovered all kinds of amazing things.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen. I saw some things maybe in the chat, but there might. I assume there is some bugs. I saw something, but of course, guys, day one. There might be some issues, and if there's any major issues, we'll be working to get those fixed ASAP. You know, they might even have a hot fix tomorrow as well. But you might have said that already. I'm not sure. I might be repeating you.
Please, we have the whole team. The whole family is staying up late together. We're having a sleepover tonight, and we're working on the game. So if something's broken, you got to go to the support portal. You got to tell us about it so we can get it fixed and we get you a hot fix as quick as possible.
Definitely, like saying in chat, we can't. Yeah, saying in chat, it's hard for us to fix it. I just noticed something as well. In the admin screen, we now have this match option, which is really exciting because it means that, again, I assume that for like community-made maps, this obviously controls the Uranium heist, but this can probably be integrated with community scenarios. So be it team deathmatch or the rest of it. Again, I'm really, really excited to see. I saw Jack already said in the chat that his team deathmatch map has been published already, I think, which is really cool.
We had a question, what exactly do modders need to keep their handheld weapon mods up to date? Believe it or not a lot. I had a little bit of a chance to dig through the files. Most of the handheld weapon mods that exist right now are going to be very quick, easy fixes. And of course, we have some people who already got advanced access and made changes to those their mods already. So some of them are already fixed and working. We also had some questions about letting Torch know in advance. We did. We've been having excellent conversations with the creators over at Torch, and as far as I know, they'll tell me if I'm wrong. As far as I know, we're doing really good. Torch should be up to date day one. We had a question about the music contest. Where is all of the new music, especially the Pirate Sea Shanty? So the way this worked is when we had the music contest, basically the people who submitted and won, we only asked for permission to use their music in our game. That's it. They didn't like give us anything. We just asked for permission. And then in order to include it in the game, we need to contact them and say, hey, you won. We still want to put it in the game. Are you still okay with that? So we've still got some boxes to check before we can include that in a later update, but it's coming. It's on the way.
Keep elevator music as well. I know people are excited for the elevator music. So yeah, it'll most likely, as soon as we can get it, guys, we still have to do some checks, but I know you want that. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we had a music competition. It was awesome. We had over 300 incredible entries, and yeah, it was a hard thing to pick, but we finally picked 15 rather than 3 actually. And we should probably get a link for that. If you guys want to see which new music will be coming to Space Engineers Jukebox, then check out the link in chat shortly. Some really great variety as well. We've got some kind of epic music. We've got this pirate shanty. We've got some kind of more electronic music, ambient music. So the jukebox will get really interesting very soon.
Boom. Ta-da!
Let's see if that
should be it. I mean, we could literally play pirate music right now because that song is so good. Let us unequip and customize the backpack. So this is, now that we've kind of walked down that path of modifying how the engineer is able to fight and the utility of different weapons for the engineer, of course we're going to have a bunch of wish list ideas about further customization and just further changes to combat in general. So we welcome all of that. We welcome all of that. If Kaneda's mic was a bit louder, am I too quiet?
I've got you at max on my end, so
oh dear,
I don't know why. Is it good? I turned it up a tiny bit now. I turned you up like one notch on the
We're just getting started. Yes? No? Maybe? We'll find out. Good deal.
Northview says, by the way, it's easy to change for the new. It's easy for modders to update their mods, but not particularly fast. So there might be some delay, guys, seeing updates from modders.
Right. Okay, it's better. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, and there was an enormous number of people, and we knew when we started working on this Year of Warfare update that there was going to be a lot of questions, and the first thing that's probably on a lot of people's minds is, I want a giant gun on my boat of doom to shoot the space pirates. Where is my giant gun? And the answer is, just like everybody's been saying the whole stream, we're working on it. You know, especially as Xoclyw's been saying a few times, there's a lot. There's just an enormous amount of stuff to cover when you say warfare in Space Engineers.
Yeah, and I think some people might have been when we first teased it, may have been expecting more, which is why we try to make sure it was named, you know, 1 and Field Engineer, because it's actually, this update took a little longer than, I think that the gap between this update and the last was slightly larger, but it took a while, you know. Obviously you guys see the new models, new guns, but actually when it comes to the, you know, the new features and kind of reworking a lot of the combat, a lot of this was, you know, time consuming for the team. So, and trying to get the balance right. So it wasn't just sometimes these updates, it's not like just like what you see on the surface. There's a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes, right?
Right, exactly. And that goes back to something Natiq said earlier, is that normally we're working on blocks. And normally we're working on, you know, these new features that are going to be attached to grids and stuff. And this is very much like an engineer update. So this was a lot of digging through stuff that hasn't been touched in a long time and making sure all of it works. I mean, man, that shooting range, is that shooting range.
I'm trying to figure out what this one is because it's moving from side to side, but it's one I think it's just supposed to be. It's just essentially randomizing a little bit there as well.
Did he literally make a weapons training course? Because that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, he made it pretty quick here, didn't he? So.
Excellent. I'll take one, please. If you can hear me, please just send one over. They would like to see half window blocks and.
I haven't shown. Yeah, apologies, guys. I haven't been able to show everything yet. Let's have a look here. Hold on, and also I need to do the. Let me get the passage blocks.
Right. If you run into any issues at all, please head over to the support portal and tell us about them. The most important thing is we get these as quickly as possible. We have a bunch of the crew, a bunch of the team are standing by, ready to take these issues and tackle them as quickly as possible. So you want it fixed today? Let us help you make that happen. Send us, jump on the support portal and tell us what's going on.
So there's actually there's 4 of these blocks, guys, just to give you a heads up. There's inverted, because obviously you have different glass. So this is like you have this one. This is the half window corner. Then we have the normal inverted and the... There we go. You can see the 2 there. So this is the half window block.
All right, there you go.
I'll try and get all the blocks out here. It's been a little chaotic today, I will admit. It's been a lot to cover, but you
can take deep breaths now. We can relax.
Exactly. Okay, I've already got the passages added, I think. Okay.
The NPC question is not a new question. That's something that's been brought up a ton. Almost all of these live streams, someone says NPCs win, and it's a really cool idea, but it's not something we're willing to talk about right now. Right now, we want to talk about explosions and big bada boom. That's where we want to go. So,
This is the weapon racks of both small and large grid.
Yeah, they look really awesome.
You've got the fire cover walls as well. Hold on.
What is my favorite gun to use? Oh dear. Well, as someone who played on public servers played on the Keen servers for quite some time, the addition of a rocket launcher felt like an amazing equalizer. I think that playing on public servers and like being able to drop by your friend's base and be like, hey, can I just have like 6 or 7 rockets, and then go back to your base and go back to work and be like, if there's a problem, I'm gonna deal with it. You know, someone comes by and starts nuking your base, you actually have a way to fight back. That was a really cool way to equalize the battlefield. So
definitely here. Now the passageway blocks. Let me get these in bright white here. There's so many ways to do this. So we have here's the standard passage block still there, so we don't remove blocks that had this original one. Then we have this is the one of the free update here. We have the passage 2 and the passage 2 side. So you can see here difference, wider, and a really nice shape here. We've got lots of detailing on the walls. Of course, you can place these in different ways, as you've already seen, to create all kinds of... It doesn't have to be, that's the roof, right? You can also place it on the side like this. This can also work. And also with this L shape, you can make it 2 block wide. You get a ton of auto rotate here. 2 block wide corridors.
See, a few questions about like more handheld weapons in the future, questions about choices that could be made for ship combat. There's lots and lots of stuff to go over, and one piece at a time, we're gonna step in and address all of these things. This is what we have right now. It's called Warfare 1 because we're just getting started. Yes.
And let's have a look. And then finally we come on to DLC ones of this update. Got Passage, right, Passage 3 Cross, Passage Frame. I'm just going to cover some more of this. It's the light.
What about old blocks? Will we see any new designs in the future? Examples include reactors, cargo blocks, etc. What kind of stuff would you like to see? I mean, that could be really cool. If you have suggestions, if you want to tell us about the most coolestest, awesomestest thing ever to add to Space Engineers, head over to the support portal, throw it in the feedback section, and grab some friends and get them to come vote on it. Votes count. We love to see it when you vote on topics. That helps us understand what's going on and where the conversation's at. PvE stuff. I hear you. Will the skins eventually be available on the new skins? I thought the skins applied to some of the weapons. Am I incorrect on that, Xocliw?
Sorry, I don't know, actually. It's a good question. I know.
You're like engrossed in building.
Yeah, I'm engrossed in building this. I'm showing off the new. These are the DLC passageways that we have. There's 5 variants. You've got this end block, which is a half block, super detailed. We've got the center block. We have one block is functions as an interior light, one doesn't. So I find that if you do one with a light, then one without a light, then one with a light again, you can make it bigger. Maybe you can have 2 without a light in between. But this creates a really cool sci-fi looking corridor here. Actually, if I change the floor a little bit here as well, hold on.
Thank you, Gwyn.
Let's think. Interior block.
What are your thoughts on Space C4? Cool. I like explosions. That sounds awesome.
Apologies. I'm engrossed right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good place to be. That's my happy place when I'm so involved. I have to be reminded that there's like other things going on in the world.
Exactly, yeah.
Have you gotten out of your chair today? No. Why would I do that? That's crazy talk. I have things to build. Yeah. So.
Exactly. Precisely. I'm not the best builder, so it takes me a second here. I'm just showing how you can change the floor, and now you've got something. We have, because the skins that we have changed. This is the interior. This is the classic interior block, but with the sci-fi skin, it actually makes it kind of shiny and like neon. So you can really get many different vibes here. And it's the same deal as well. If you want to have, this is obviously 1 corridor wide interior blocks, but if you wanted to have, same with the L shape here. If I come out here again, I'm speed building, the speediest I can build. Once again, this is the sci-fi, you can do it like this. And just like the free variant, you can have 2 block wide, or 3 block wide as well. Of course, you can have 3 block wide and then have an interior light in the middle, for example, or a vent in the middle. So you don't have to, it can be whatever wide. You saw in some of the examples, these blocks were in massive hangars just to kind of make the corners more interesting, right? So they all work with the skinning system. So can you fit 2 engineers inside? It's a good question. I actually don't know, Kev. It's probably in the middle. You can probably pass in the middle. I look at it going around the corner, but down the actual ones, I don't know. It looks like you could in real life, but with the bounding box, the engineer, I'm not sure, honestly. It looks like maybe not, so.
I love all the suggestions people have. People have just amazing suggestions. It's absolutely wonderful. As someone who played Bionic Commando, and if you remember that game, good game. Yeah, the idea of a grappling hook puts a smile on my face every time. So if you have questions about where things landed as far as DLC and non-DLC, please go make a suggestion, put it in the feedback section of the support portal. And if you feel like a lot of people are going to feel the same way as you, ask them to vote on that topic. Tell us what you're thinking about.
Yep. I'm also showing off here because sometimes you can use the outside, right? So this is the outside of the 3 blocks, and they also have some really cool shapes. So, we add a block and it has suggested function, but people always find new ways to place these. So it's also nice to see that both the free and the premium blocks here have some interesting shapes to them. So even if you don't want to use them as corridors necessarily, you can use the actually exterior shapes for some more interesting details and stuff on your build. So that's just quickly there showcasing how these are all the new corridor blocks or passageway blocks on the screen now, kind of all laid out. So
oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. We're super happy that you're enjoying it, and I did $40 is insane. So I'm glad you have $4 or your regional equivalent is working out. That's excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I said earlier in the chat who bought it. We can do it again. 07's in the chat if you guys decided to pick up the premium pack already tonight.
And we'll throw up another.
I'll throw another link in the chat as well, yeah.
Yes, more links.
Woo!
Links are your friends.
Demo 7s. There it is.
Oh my.
So, kind of, I'll wait for those 07s to pass there, but I'm curious, what is your favorite part of this update, guys? If I bring up Marek's blog, it's a good way to summarize it again. Hold on.
Indeed.
I'm going to speed run through this update, because some of you guys may be joining us a little late here. So, speed run time.
Go.
We have, I'll come down here. Part of the free content, we have the Infantry Combat Overhaul. Overhauling the handheld weapons infantry combat. We've got the infantry combat improvements, including friendly hostile indicators, hit indicators, and damage indicators have been added to improve combat awareness and battle feedback. So you can see the red markers, when to show you where you're getting hit from, which is a big deal, because so in the past, people are being killed by interior turrets especially and not knowing where they've come from. So that's a big change there. We have the hit indicators that are different colors depending on what you're hitting. And, they switch red, and of course, if you kill an enemy player as well. We've got the new weapon mechanics featuring recoil, muzzle climb, and reloading. The big one, reloading, is here. And man, I am so happy about that. It's probably one of my favorite things, the whole update, is having reloading weapons. Because again, these things also add a lot to our modding scene and the things that modders can do now with having different magazines and reloading and stuff like that. So that's that. We have the existing weapon rebalancing there. So obviously we have the kind of semi-automatic rifle is the default one. We have burst fire on the elite. We have slower rapid fire on the rapid fire one, but a larger magazine, 50 rounds in that larger, higher capacity rapid fire. We've got the ammo rework. So small arms now use their own specific magazines and ammo and need to be reloaded when empty. We have the visual update to the magazines as well, so you can see the different sizes for the extended mag, the kind of the elite mag, and you have the different sizes also for the standards, the rifle, sorry. Rather than assault rifle, SE assault rifle, they now have names. Pro 1 for that's the rocket launcher there. There's MR20 and more. So name changes as well across in a way that stays consistent with the Space Engineers universe. 3 variants of the S pistols. We've got the semi-automatic, the S10, the S20A full auto, and the Elite S10 with those S10E, sorry, with those with that kind of sight there as well, holographic sight, which also is a bit more powerful. The rifles, again, all have been tweaked and all have their specialist functions now. Standard marksman, squad support, and of course cutting edge MR30E. Latest tech and gadgets and goodies. We have the rocket launcher. I forgot the name of them. Yeah, one's called Pro 1, I think. This is the elite one there. Yeah, Precision. So new rocket launchers, exciting time indeed. I can't wait to see what this will, or trouble this will cause. Then we have the Uranium Heist scenario, which is really fun. The guys have been working on this for a while, and it's really got a lot better as well as we've been playing it, and quite competitive. The last couple play tests for the team got really, really tense, actually. So really curious to see how people get on with the Uranium Heist scenario, and also to see what our scenario makers will make based off of this new scenario as well, with those new kind of scripting features. Penultimately, on the free update, we have the target dummy block, which you've seen already today. Demonstrated. It's a kind of target block, target practice block, and it actually has a function of actually being breaking off into parts, and it's also conveyed, so you need to supply it with steel plates for it to regenerate once it's destroyed. And you've seen a nice example how you can put it into a shooting range, have it moving, and it can also be triggered when it's hit by bullets as well. So really exciting, again, to see what people will do with the triggering action when hit by bullets. We have the new passage blocks, 2 new passage blocks. The passage block 2, one is the full-sided one, and one is the side. L-shaped block to make some new cool interiors. Now we come on to the field engineer pack. We have the fire cover block, the half window block in 2 variations as well, both of these. The weapons rack block for both small and large grids. We have the more passage blocks we just showed, the new ones, the handles and stuff for making those kind of detailed interiors as well. The Embrasure Block. There we are. 2 new emotes, the Got Hit, finger guns, and of course the Assault skin. So that is all of the new stuff that is in today's update and DLC. Just to kind of quickly go over that if you guys joined us there. And as I said, we plan to continue with the development of this stuff, and as the title hints, we plan to release Warfare 2 in the future. So there's plenty to look forward to, and stay tuned. So
in the future,
I
have a whole bunch of stuff. So to your 07 question, we had an enormous number of people said passages. I personally, as a rocket launcher fan, expected more rocket launchers. There was a ton of rocket launchers, but it was passages and rocket launchers. I would go 50-50. I had a couple of questions come up, so I want to hit those as well. Why can't I find ammo in assemblers? You could find the new ammo in the new consumable category in assemblers, so you're just looking for a new category. What ammo do turrets now use? They use MR50A. That's your squad support machine gun ammunition. You're going to want to use that to take out large numbers of bugs.
Some of that freedom juice.
That's right. Freedom juice. Backwards compatibility with old ammo is going to work in your save game, so you don't have anything to worry about there. Rocket launcher instant reload seems like an exploit, but it's not, because it's creative mode only. When you switch to a different weapon, it instantly reloads in creative mode only. Can I turn off recoil? Yup, it's a world setting. Can I disable the hit indicator? Yup. You can change the colors or disable them entirely in the settings. And does Xbox have any kind of new, cool, awesome aim assist? Because PC players have mouse assists. Yes, it does. It's a world setting, and that's everything I have.
World settings. That was like speed run. We were getting speedy with this. We speed run through the features, speed run through the questions. Fantastic, guys. That's awesome.
Ready.
I'm just reading some of the comments. That's brilliant. So yeah, so people said passages are it's funny. It's a warfare. I mean, they can definitely be used, but it's interesting that for a lot of people, those passageway blocks are really some of the their favorite features of this, which is great. It's great because these will be big for the builders, and not everyone's into combat, not everyone's into shooting other ships and players. So it's great that actually it is a combat focused update, but there's still plenty of things in there for the builders and the creative players as well.
Right, and it's definitely worth mentioning that war isn't just about face-to-face combat, which is why you needed a whole year to get everything packed in, maybe longer. We're going to try and get it all done in 1 year, though. But you do a lot of building in war. Pro display, that is something I mentioned earlier. If you want to throw some feedback on the support portal and tell us where you think things should land, go for it, please. And if you want to gather votes on it, do it. Is there a raid boss, a Clang raid boss? Not yet. I mean, it depends. Clang is the kind of raid boss you make yourself. So
yeah,
All right, that was everything I had for today.
Fantastic.
Most of the questions I'm seeing now definitely fall in the wish list category.
And I think a lot of the questions, people might have more questions once they played around with it a bit. So guys, remember every Thursday, every single Thursday, minus when I'm sick or someone's sick or something, we'll be doing these community streams, Devs Lost in Space. So if you have some questions after playing it, maybe you don't have time to play until the weekend and stuff, we'll be live next Thursday at I think probably 4 or 5 p.m. UTC. I'll just check that, and we'll be here just kind of talking about some stuff, doing some interviews with some developers maybe or modders. But we'll have a dedicated section to Q&A. So again, if you have some more questions after playing or some bugs or some things you want to discuss, every Thursday, guys, here on both Twitch and YouTube, you can find us live, and we're here to. It's kind of a more laid-back stream. We can just hang out, chill, you guys, and talk about whatever we need to talk about, okay? So just kind of give you guys a heads up on that one. No more info yet, Elfie. I mean, we've just released this one. I mean, all we can say is juicy stuff is coming. But yeah, we've got a lot in the pipeline, a lot working on. And of course, we'll let you guys know as soon as we can, as soon as we're closer to that. So yeah, Warfare 2 at some point. But for now, guys, definitely jump in and enjoy this new content. We're really curious to see how everyone gets on with it. Just share your screenshots, your videos, your builds, because I am hyped more than ever to see what people are going to actually create with this, from scenarios to the builds of the new blocks and stuff. So it's really, really good.
I've already seen some conversations that some of our creative modders have been discussing about other uses for the dummy block. I have to say the thought went through my head as well.
Yeah, I am curious what people will do with that. Maybe we'll...
looking forward to seeing that on the workshop.
Yeah, exactly. So, fantastic, guys. Any other points? I think always just a general shout out for merch. If you guys are kind of new and you want to pick up some Space Engineers merch, we're always adding new stuff to the store. So if you want to get yourselves some cool Clan Cola, Cosmic Coffee posters, and all that good stuff, please do check out the Zazzle store, because yeah, we're always, I'm not sure there's any added this time. There's probably due checking to see if we can get some more stuff on there that's kind of warfare theme, right? As we are saying, this is the year of Space Engineers warfare, right?
A giant recreation of the Space Engineers rifle. No.
Well, talking of that, I should get that up again here before we finish.
Yeah. One last time before we get out of here.
Okay, hold on. You guys, for those who join late, I'm just going to come out here. Here we are. Here it is, in the flesh. Very nice. So it's, yeah, big shout out. Again, can we get the link for the creator here as well in the chat? If you've got that link. So amazing 3D printed thing there. It's got the triggers actually working as well. The sights don't officially move, but when it was shipped to me, they kind of broke. So you can actually, it actually slides down actually. But I've actually tried to fix it here for the stream. But we need to look at that. But yeah, it's a non-functional replica. So it's just a prop, but it's very nice, and the detailing is amazing on it. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, this is just a prop. This in no way works.
Yeah.
It's constructed of resin. If you were to try and fire an actual bullet with it, it would explode.
Yeah, definitely. I won't see myself in the street holding this though. It definitely looks like a real deal. So I won't be taking this outside my flat. That's for sure. There we go.
Very cool replica.
Need an airsoft. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There we are. FBI open up.
What about airsoft? I like airsoft.
I love airsoft.
When I was younger, I was on a speedball team, paintball speedball team. Oh, God, speedball is so fun. Anyway, yeah. Not Space Engineers. Back to topic.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you to all our guests as well. We had, thanks to Marek. We had a bit of problems with the drilling sounds. That was very random and weird, but thank you to Marek for coming on and launching that for us. Thank you to Sander as well for his kind of overseeing the update, and it was really great to have him on for the first stream. So I'm sure we're having Sander on for another kind of dev stream in the future. Natiq going for all that juicy art stuff, and finally Kianata with all the Q&A and keeping a good eye on the chat. So big shout out to the guys and the whole team who made this update possible, because as always, the whole lot of people, you know, from the artists to the QA to the programmers to the designers, a lot of people are needed to make this come together. So thank you so much to the whole team. And yeah, anything final words from Aaron?
Please submit your bugs. The quicker you give them to us, the quicker we can deal with them and get them sorted out for you. If you have suggestions and feedback, that goes in the exact same place. Please fire it over to us so we can take care of it for you.
Definitely.
Enjoy.
Thanks, guys. I'll probably be hosting some fights later tonight, guys. I'm not sure when. I've got some things to take care of, but I'll be streaming on Twitch later tonight, doing some Uranium Heist and doing some more kind of look at the blocks and stuff. So maybe if you guys want to come over, feel free. We'll raid someone on Twitch now as well. I think you sent me someone streaming right now. So they
they were.
Are they ending now?
We ran way over.
Okay, all right. We've gone over time. Yeah, we'll find someone to raid on Twitch for now. But yeah, I'll be doing some fights later on. So if you guys want to show me your MLG skills in Uranium Heist, we'll do that later today. But thank you guys so much. Yeah, please do keep leaving the feedback, leave all that good stuff, and if there's any issues, hopefully we'll get that hot fixed ASAP. We'll finish today with the trailer again. A big shout out as well to the trailer made by Ladislav this time. It's awesome work there from Ladislav. Thank you guys so much. Hero, yeah, I see Hero's in the chat. Thank you, Hero. All the work you do, man. Really appreciate it. Maybe we'll get Hero on the next stream as well. We should definitely get him on a dev stream, on a weekly stream, even if it's not an update stream, because definitely Hero's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Fantastic. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye. Trailer.
Don't stop, keep moving. Let's see some hustle. They're trying to flank us. Marek, Natiq, Xocliw, move it now. Go now.
By the order of space engineers, you have conquered the universe. And with your own hands, you have defined a new age, forged a new path. Now it's time to defend all that you are, all that you have become. Are you with me? This is your moment. Prove yourself. I look on you and I see courage. I see determination. I see grit. You do not stand alone and you will not fight alone. Your squad stands with you. Today there will be no retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender.